This campaign includes content for mature audiences, with themes of alcoholism, violence, and graphic content, and references to kidnapping and abuse. Viewer discretion is advised when watching. Please enjoy the video. Whoa, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to Day Zero, everyone. And if it's your first time coming here, welcome. Stick around. You might have just found something
to turn off.
Anyway, oh god, don't.
I'm kidding. We excited. Let's do it.
Well, we're joined here today for the first episode of the second chapter in the story, The Land Beneath Dark Sky. And this chapter is titled In the Ruins of Dark Water. I'm very excited. We're joined by the whole gang today. We got Chelsea, Jeremy, Rowan.
Ahoy.
Ruined it.
I was so ready. I think you said
him. He did.
He said ahoy.
Freddie, Stella, Dom.
Alright. And him. Let's do it.
And Eli.
What, you named him?
I named them.
No, now you're gonna get attached.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a sense of self.
Oh, Chelsea, give us 3 words to describe yourself. Go!
Smart, kind,
No.
and wet.
Call that.
Not 3 words to describe Rowan, to describe yourself.
Oh, you think I'm smart?
I'm sorry that
Well,
laugh.
those are words.
Well, he said
Those are words. Apparently, Chelsea is intelligent, kind, and wet. Anyway.
By the end of it, we will.
They know. They see.
Anyway. Jeremy's gonna choke to death for a minute there. Yeah. You're gonna die and you don't know.
Spit it out.
Alright. Let's get back into this. Last we left off in the Starving Lands. You had all just defeated a massive pillar of shadow and lost stand soul that appeared through what some of you know to be the veil.
Average Tuesday, bruh.
Average Tuesday, bruh. After you defeated that, some of you were pretty mangled, but luckily the cleric, the doctor,
The good quack.
the good quack healed you all up, most of you, and you left the chamber after a whole discussion about whether or not to do so. To find out that when you look back, there was no chamber door, as though it never existed.
Damn.
You then headed upstairs and discovered that there was a great commotion outside as people were seeing. I'm gonna cut that.
This is we're making the illusion of live. Everything goes in.
You saw that there was grass and flourishing flowers and people were going crazy over it. Aliara took you all outside, or at least she invited you all outside, and thanked you very graciously. Arkor, the little Melink, got highly suspicious on a 25 inside check into your lies. And you all said you were going to go and talk to him about what you found down there.
We don't have to.
But before you could do any of that or even go and talk to Aliara properly, I think Gunther wanted to bury the remains of the poor fellow who was chosen for the sacrifice when they arrived.
Not Martin.
Almost. Martin. It was kind of hard to.
He's
make
already
that
been buried. He just got pushed into the ground.
No, Gunther would want to do that, but we'll get to that later.
Anyway, as you were about to go on leave with Aliara and Arkor, everything was ominously silent, and you noticed a hooded figure at the entrance to the town, who Alina recognized as being Paltor, the man who would bring girls to Faloth for Alina to fight to the death. He even ends up killing, supposedly, crushing the skull of Silix's wife.
You didn't have to say it like that, man. You could have said, took the life.
Well, I said it like that, didn't I?
Remember, audience, this is him.
This is him. This is our DM.
Is this your character insert? Paltor.
What Tavish could wish he could actually do to us.
Also, he may have.
Wait.
Also, Will's sister Laura may very well be dead. But
Oh, he also killed my boys.
and he killed all of Strata's.
All the Ashen Hawks. Sick.
Well, not all the Ashen.
Ah, I'm still here.
With you. Just the ones who are with you.
The bike game.
Anyway, Paltor's a bad dude. He's killed a lot of people, but he seemed oddly nonchalant about it all, and he wanted to just leave. But you wouldn't let him. There were some emotional moments, earning Alina an inspiration. Very nice. And you all decided to attack him at some points, and he killed Will. And that seems to be the moment where you all decided to stop fighting him and let him go to save Will's life.
We care about
And he
you.
walked away.
About the drunk.
Beck cast a Hunter's Mark on him, which didn't do very much. But
It's the thought that
it was the thought that I don't count it, bro.
Well,
This is
No.
him.
Then
This is him.
No, it's very good.
He's that guy.
It made me have to think about some things.
See, there you go.
And
That's the goal.
told you still have about half an hour left, but you're not going to be leaving. Maybe you will, I don't know. Anyway, you all went off to have a rest. You've had a long rest since then. It is time to get into the first part of In the Ruins of Dark Water. Anyway, you're in Kurthill. It's morning, whatever you can call morning in this dark world. It's slightly less drizzly, I suppose. You awake from being in Alina's house. Geronima's on the couch. Silix is in Alina's parents' bed after claiming it, and I believe Serata was going to fight him for that, so that was fun.
I did make the bed.
I assume Alina will be in her own bed.
Yes.
Would you let anyone into the room, or are you keeping that locked to yourself?
I don't know who asked.
We'll say everyone's in the living room.
well, you know where that wine cellar was that me and Will found? I'll set up there for the eve.
Nice. It wasn't a wine cellar, it was a hole in the floor. Just like a
I'll just sleep next to it with my hand in the hole around a bottle.
nice. Alina, would you have attuned to the necklace before going to sleep?
Oh. I did say that I'd attune to it whenever I got the time to next, so I guess so.
Well, now you're attuned to that. I believe you wrote down what it does.
Briefly.
Very simple. You can see, as you normally would, up to 120 feet in magical darkness and all that terrible stuff. But you can use a charge up to 3 for free action to see as though it were daylight, which would be a very interesting experience for you because no one in this room, except for one of you, has actually seen daylight before. Anyway, you awake from your slumber. There's no dreams this time.
That's
No
good.
Fun little dreams. I'm getting a little notification from my boy over here. We want Dr. Gunn.
If there's not some immediate pressing matters like a murder psycho enters town immediately,
Fun fact.
I would like to do something.
Okay.
If I can wake up a little earlier than everyone else, I'd like to go to Beck.
Okay.
And I'll just...
Good.
Oh, hey. Hey,
sorry.
good morning. I was trying to wake you up, so that's convenient.
Seems I woke up right on time. How are you?
You know, bad, but just generally. Someone died today or yesterday.
Yes, they well, look, it's a good thing you were there to pull him back, you know, that's
but
good.
We
Well done.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Can I have you watch me for a second?
Sure.
Privacy.
Okay, certainly. Lead the way. Good doctor.
Thank you. Just want to go to a private room. Or something that isn't directly in the
Just a
gaze of
study.
everyone else. Yeah.
The study, that's pretty... Unless Alina's locked the door, which I appreciate not.
I felt this
but,
tension, but
I've been waiting for this.
and I pull out the orb.
No?
Oh, yes.
Well, have to scroll up to that.
When I acquired this, the voice in my head said these things, and was very interested in me looking into it. So I do not trust this voice too much. I want to make sure I wasn't going to go catatonic and die.
You hear the voice in your head. No, I should just
Okay. The voice said about you, because I was curious.
Interesting.
I asked if it knew you, and it said it knew you vaguely, but it said you knew it very well. So I thought maybe you would also appreciate some insight on what's going on here.
I very much appreciate that, my friend. Look, I'm always down to take a look at things that I probably shouldn't, so
Well, let's give it a go.
let's do it.
If I die, bury me, please.
You have my... wow. Don't know what happened there, sorry.
That's okay. That's a very serious subject.
Yes, it started. No, you have my word, my friend. And if I die, do what you want. I don't really mind.
I will bury you.
Thank you. It's private room.
There's a whole lot of subjects.
Necrophilia is not welcome at this table.
No.
Rohan.
I love that I went on.
Joking. I'm going to leave it alone.
I don't know.
I'm going to gaze into the orb. And
Alright, well,
Embrace.
firstly, you notice, as I think you've already seen, that it is more than just an orb. It appears to be shaped into what looks like an eye.
yes.
Yes, and it is made out of black glass-like material. Make a nature check to figure out what that is. If you desire.
Can I assist him for some advantage?
You're looking at it, you can do so.
Nuts.
I'm going to give myself. Are you giving me advantage or you taking one yourself?
I'll give. I mean.
I assume it
Oh
makes
god,
better
yeah,
one.
you take the. I forgot
Oh,
it was
really?
intel. I'm at a -1 to nature.
Just
Intelligence, yeah. But
Wow.
survival's high.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
It's a weird one.
Oh. 19.
It appears to be obsidian.
So there is some obsidian in this, if you're interested.
It's hard to break, I think.
You don't need a diamond.
I set it up and I'm glad it got done.
If you get enough of these and put them in a big rectangle, light it on fire.
With like flint and steel.
You end up in the place we already are.
Oh, yeah.
No, it will take it to the other world.
Yeah,
You're here.
Yeah, no, I'm asleep.
There's not really a hell in this place, is there? It just is.
This is how.
Well, so you're looking at the orb. You
Yep.
can make either. You can do both of them, or you can just do one. Arcana, medicine.
I'll do both just because may as well.
Alright, we can do Arcane.
Arcane.
First. I did just
Arcane.
blink at the cameras. That was weird.
That was hard. Lucky camera.
15.
15. It's not huge, is it?
I mean, I consider 15 pretty good.
It's pretty decent, actually.
So with a 15, You can tell, like, okay, it's been examined before when it was closed. So what you gained prior to this was that it has power within it. It seems to be fairly dark, but it's not malicious, nor is it particularly a curse. It is just the reaction that this magic had with the land, like, and I'll give this, now you've rolled a 15, I'll give you more. The magic already within the land reacted with the magic within the orb and caused an even worse situation. Now you've removed it, the land's better off. Still not wonderful.
It's like pouring acid on magnesium. Like two
Yeah.
bad things.
You also can gauge 50. It has. Okay, here's it. You can tell that it probably. It's hard to phrase all this without just saying it gives you this. It has. Okay, it's. Okay, here we go. Its magical aura feels similar to what you felt when you were confronted with the veil. So you can tell that utilizing this item would possibly allow you to interact with the veil in some way.
I'm spewing this information to my friend back here. Veil.
Not comprehending any of that.
You can make medicine check. Okay, here's another thing. Here's why you make a medicine check. You can tell you can't just wield this item by holding it.
Well, that's good. Well, when I roll like that. Roll a natural 2, so that's going to get me to 12.
As a doctor, you. Alright, you can gauge based on your Arcana check and your medicine check there that this probably. It's in the shape of an eye. So you probably have to use it like an eye. And because you're a doctor, you understand that this object is the exact same size as a normal eyeball for a humanoid of our size, of normal sizes. Take from that, you will, and you also know you would potentially have the skills to perform such an operation that you might be imagining.
Okay, so I've got some theories. This might be able to be, how to put this nicely, used as a eye transplant.
Transplant meaning.
Take over someone's eye.
Oh,
If someone were to lose an eye or surgically remove the eye, called for it, you could put this in, and perhaps with its aura of magic, it can be used. Its abilities may be used for the wielder once it's in the eye.
Do its abilities. Will it have. See, the thing is, when the eye was placed in down there, it withered the area. What? Can you be sure it wouldn't do that to the recipient?
No.
Oh.
So, what I've gathered is that this is. Its main purpose is to be used as an eye, and then the power of this object, artifact, gets put onto the user. It could be quite detrimental to them. That is why I wanted to keep this private, because I feel like some trusts are beginning to strain in the group, and I don't want that to be. I don't want any unwise decisions to be made with such a potent artifact.
I think that is wise. I think that, look, you raise a good point, you know. If it was being used not as it should before, You walk up to someone with a bow and you smack them with it. The bow's going to break, but you shoot them from a distance and it can work wonders. So maybe trying to use this eye for its intended purpose would be beneficial.
For sure.
But that's one hell of a risk to play to.
Yes, and I don't want to risk that.
Sorry, you go.
No. I just lost on the mind.
Yes.
There are some tensions growing, particularly with the Paltor who we had just met.
He seems to have stuck his thumb in quite a few of our friends' pies.
Yes.
So to speak.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Thumb your own pie.
Maybe I will. Alright?
It did not feel good letting him go. So I'm not the greatest with communicating. How I feel is he did not deserve to take any more lives than he needed to. I would hate if this item got into the hands of people who were reckless with such power.
Agreed. You said the voice in your head recognized it and told you a little bit about it. Does that voice have a purpose for it? Do they have an intention?
I was going to destroy it when we first encountered it, and it was upset by that.
Beck,
Yes.
hearing you going to mention destroying it,
I was
something within you is highly alarmed.
going to ask.
You want this, and even if you can't have it, you want to make sure.
What is it with campaigns and certain characters just wanting little dark orbs? I'm so sick of
I
it.
just want my trinkets.
It's like some deep part that's connected with your power is screaming out to you not to let this thing be destroyed, and perhaps even to possess it.
Yes. Could I go play smart? And Vex not smart. He is wise, so that's something.
It's Ricky.
Suffice to say, it's quite the treasure that you've stumbled across, me.
More a burden.
A burden, yes, but a burden that can be used to our advantage. This clearly holds a lot of weight down here around where we find ourselves. What's the good in... Look, it's better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. If we destroy this and find out a week down the line that we needed it to protect the world as we know it, save someone, something like that, we'll hate ourselves. I agree that it should not fall into the wrong hands. But destroying it does not feel like the right move.
Yes,
Especially if you want to keep that voice in your head under control.
I think it would be reckless to destroy it, yes. But to be wise with the unknown, you know. So I want to keep it like everyone knows I have it, but I don't want to make a big deal of it. Keep it under wraps.
What if everyone simply thinks that you have it, but someone else held on to it?
I assume you mean you.
Hypothetically. If you trust someone else more, then that's fair enough, but...
Your relationship with this voice in my head is interesting.
It's your call, I won't force you.
Uh,
If you feel it's safer in your hands, I respect that.
we are at a crossroads because I know I will not use it, but you do not know I will not use it, and I would like to trust you will not use it, but I can't.
You haven't known me long. I'm not offended.
If you will trust me, I know I will not be tempted by its draw. Not that I'm saying you will, but, you know, it's good to be safe. But if it's in danger, I'll make sure you know about it.
I respect that. Thank you. And thank you for letting me in on this. It's appreciated.
Thank you for your level-headedness.
Yeah, towards the end of that conversation, Beck low-key staring at that orb.
I'll just put it in the little pouch. Let's go see if the others are awake.
Is it morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Morning. Beck, as he walks away, it's almost like you have fixed location. It's kind of like something that you can sense where it is, and because you just want it so much. That's somewhere.
I'm getting PTSD.
Yeah. This is feeling all too familiar.
What? No, cursed items and someone who wants
Little black orbs with
Okay.
dark auras that people are attached to deities that want it. That's my guess.
With things talking in their heads.
Yeah, being like, you want it, you little dirtbag.
Okay. You're all waking up. Bright and sunny. Well, no, it's not actually. Dark and gloomy.
That's why I'm still asleep.
Did you see the sun?
What? Who's got? Anyone got something they want to do before the group meets up?
Geronimo will go find Alina. Wants to go have a conversation with Alina.
Well, I assume you know that Alina's in the bedroom.
I assume I would. I go.
I'm awake, I open the door.
Good morning, my friend. I just thought I would. I hope I am not overstepping, but I thought I would come and check on you and see if you are doing okay, considering.
No, that's fine. Would you like to come in?
Yes, if that is okay. There was a lot of hot tempers going on yesterday, and I think it is in my nature to want to make sure that you are taken care of first, because it sounds like the politics of what has happened to you has been taken out of your hands, if you understand my meaning.
The past couple of days, traveling with the group of you, have been quickly unraveling my very recent past. And I wasn't prepared for any of that. So I do appreciate you checking on me.
You have been through a lot of hurt, and there is not much that spells and tinctures can do for the kind of hurt you are experiencing. And I don't know that there is really much I can do either, if I am being perfectly honest, but you have a friend and an ally. That is all I mean to say.
For me, that's enough. I definitely feel better after resting, but I've got no idea what today is going to look like.
I dare say it will be equally as draining as the last many days that we have endured. But
Did you rest well?
I rested, that is all I truly care about. I no longer hurt everywhere, just in some small places.
That's a good sign.
It is. That is all.
Look, if I could do more for you, I would. I absolutely would, but I do not have talents in that regard.
Just as you, it is some more of a mental fatigue than anything. But yes, I just wanted to make sure that you felt supported. I will do anything I can to help everyone in this part, but I am fond of you, especially. Some might say you are my favorite.
That was off.
Geronimo's just gonna give you like a little bow and leave you to your private morning processes.
Yeah, I lead you out the door and close behind you.
Okay, is there anything else anyone desires to do before the whole group meets up and you embark on
I'd hope someone would wake me up because I am still asleep.
Yeah, I'll come and give you a little tap on the horn.
You see me like roll over in a quick haste, and out of my hand that's kind of stuck in the floor, just a bottle of wine.
Please don't hit me. You might actually knock me out straight. Is there anything in it?
A little bit. It's like a sip.
some morning wine? Maybe concert.
Morning.
Is this
It
part
wasn't
of
mine.
It's just a lie.
part of the
Rain.
bottles that you had already taken?
Why does it
or
smell like
more?
boo pee?
Only if the character was there to figure it out. It's definitely not one of the ones I had previously. Okay.
I'm gonna count bottles.
Alright, so if no one else has been anything.
You're so right.
If you're
probably
asked-
can't.
Okay, Gunther, what do you want?
I'm going to bury the bodies.
Okay, well,
The-
we'll get. Yes.
I didn't know if I was like, we're leaving town immediately.
You all gather. You understand
Morning.
that
Gang.
what you have been presented with for
Sick.
the day is potentially burying the bodies, the bodies of the one who was sacrificed and the Martin.
Martin, no!
Martin.
Are we really burying a body then? Or are we more just like shoveling gore?
Smearing some paste. Sorry, that.
What?
No.
Ricky.
Okay, come on. Even I was a little
Yeah,
rushed.
that's that one.
You horrible people.
Editor, take that one out.
No.
Who's the one who turned him to gore?
I'm gonna do a zoom.
Martin.
It was
I
Love
Ron's
the gesture.
You're also Arcor wanting to talk with you still, if you're not going to bail on him.
He's at the door all night.
I wish to buy this loser.
And then you're gonna then potentially leave Kurthill with the guidance of the Dark Ark to wherever you may be headed. So, I assume Gunter, you're gonna
Yes.
move the bodies.
I'll let everyone know too. Going to bury some bodies. So, feel free.
I've been contemplating the life between death and living, dying. It's,
You've had a rough day over the past few 24 hours.
I died, I'm alive.
Come walk.
I need a walk.
We will talk.
Okay, is anyone else going to join them with the bodies, or is there anything else anyone wants to do?
I'll follow from afar.
Okay, Strata,
I want to go check on my bike
check on your buy.
and do some.
Geronima, Beck, what are you doing?
I'm going with them to bury the bodies.
Beck, keep in mind that he has the orb and he's going to their bodies.
Beck's gonna come along, but he's more or less pondering. He's a bit of a he'll interact if interacted with, but he's mostly just walking and thinking. But he is coming to bury the bodies.
Lena, were you doing?
I won't participate, but I will probably go to Arcor early, and there might be a conversation, maybe not, but like I'll just get there before everyone else.
Can I, with the passive insight of 14, would I be able to gauge that Muscles isn't heading with the group to go bury the bodies?
I'm not sneaking off.
Yeah, she's not
Okay,
going with them.
Muscles, you got strength and stuff. You mind giving me a quick hand with just checking out my my ride real quick, and might need just someone to be able to lift something. And
Yeah,
also you got
just quick.
it'll be quick. Well, actually, maybe it won't be. No, I'll probably might not be quick.
That was the least constructive conversation.
It'll be quick unless it won't be. Which probably won't be.
You know what? Fine. Let's look at your bike.
Alright, we'll go to the grave, we'll go to the burying the bodies first. So, Gunter, you remember the big black building that was where the guy was taken off to, and you also know that Martin was, where Martin was killed, but he was taken in, you would have seen this last night, this towns here also putting on the same building. So if you go head over there, you can go in. There is still a guard there.
Yeah.
It's the same guy you met when you.
Yeah. Hello.
Ah, hey. I forgot his voice sounds.
It's a different ship guard.
No, that's different.
Nah. I've been instructed by your not so town leader anymore to come bury the bodies that was in this establishment.
I mean, I think we will find that rather respectful. Sure, if you want to do that. It's pretty ugly in there.
That's okay. I bury bodies for a living.
Okay, go in.
There ain't no bodies where you're going.
Hey, are you threatening me? What?
I'm just kidding.
Just as you
I'm
pass
not
it
here.
by.
Yeah, just as I'm partying.
Huh?
Alright.
You can leave me if you want, but I can.
What?
You guard this establishment or?
No, that's just one room you can
Oh, okay.
head in. It's pretty easy. He steps aside. You can all go in.
I don't even know if I want to hear the description of this.
What? You don't want to hear about the killing floor?
No,
Some
go
would say
for
the
it.
killing.
Good game.
No. You walk in and it's a dark building. Just as dark inside as on the outside. The only difference is there are torches lining the walls, and there is also a furnace, like a fireplace, but it's pretty large. There is a big table in the middle of the room, upon which you actually see the remains of Martin lying there, just kind of placed on the table. You also see hanging on books around the room, just some carefully and considerately carved up pieces of the man you saw who was sacrificed. It's not, like, it seems like they clean up. It's all considered, it's pretty clean in here, because they seem to take good care of it. They want it to be a good place, you know, considering everything. But yeah, this is what you see. There's all the remains of the man who was sacrificed is in like one spot. You can really just carry them, and then there's Martin there as well. So if you're going to do that,
I will get one body if one of you strong gentlemen could get the other. That would be much appreciated.
I ain't here.
I've got good arms. I can help.
I
If you
appreciate
need
I'll
it.
try to. I've got a -2 to strength, but I'll try anyway.
Hey.
I have a 2 - 2 strength to help me.
I'll just gather any belongings that are with them to.
Like, I'm just gonna scoop up whatever
Scoop
fell
some
down.
nuts, you know.
Ooh, spleen!
okay, so you don't find anything for the guy who's sacrificed.
Fair.
In fact, you can gauge that the purpose of the furnace is like burn the belongings that they had on them.
I'm messed up.
It's a ritual thing. But Martin does have his pipe. That's about it.
I'll put his pipe to.
So yeah, you can all grab the bodies. I'm not going to make you roll checks for this. This is, you can just pick up the bodies. It'll be difficult because you're not all very strong, and you might end up dragging an arm or a leg.
I'm casting Gust constantly underneath the guy that I'm
the
carrying.
body smell?
Yeah, I'm like, but it's like just semi-holding him up a little bit.
You look ridiculous. But yeah, no, you end up carrying them all out to just, there's not really a graveyard here, because everyone ends up just getting consumed. There are like markings. I mean, you can just ascertain there's no bodies buried there. So if you want to dig,
Yeah, I will indeed. One and then the other, and take the time for each one.
As you're doing, does anyone have any comments or anything they would like to do while the good doctor is digging his graves?
Just curious. So digging the bodies, they're outside, out in the open. So Celix is just gonna find a spot to view it from afar. If there's like a little hill spot,
Yeah, you can easily do that.
just situate himself.
Take a step back, sit back and watch from afar. Anyone else going?
Beck will have a smoke of his pipe in honour of both of them, but particularly Warren.
Is that your pipe or mine?
It will be mine. I'll give the good doctor Martin's pipe to bury with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean into Kurthill and say, did you want assistance digging the grave, or is this like a ritual
Oh
thing?
no, I mean, if you want to, I just I got one shovel. It's no big thing.
Geronimo's just gonna go about and like in the spots the Guns is gonna dig but it hasn't started. I'm gonna use my quarterstaff to like start softening up the dirt so it's like easier to dig up.
It's constantly raining, so that's pretty soft. You know, it's the thought that counts.
Looking funny, right?
You end up your quarterstaff and you end up becoming covered in mud. Gunner, as you just squelching and you just splashes out over you.
Very honestly, thank you.
You're like getting mud and you're like, thank you.
There's no flinch.
Will's just going to help prep the bodies and bring them over. He's got like a pale face, just say.
Could have been you.
Could have been. What could have been?
Gunther, are you prepared to commence a ceremony of sorts?
There's not really any sort of. I feel like once you bury 100 bodies, it just becomes a bit of a blanket thing. But there's always respect. I think it'll get to the final kind of scoop in, I should say, where I think Gunther just takes a minute and just looks at both the graves. And in this world, do you think that there are often people who mourn lost ones, or is it normally pretty vacant funerals?
People mourn those they care about, but death is pretty common thing, you know what I mean?
I'll up to about like a 20-second silence, I'll say to those around, I believe everyone deserves to be mourned. And I think it's a disservice not to let them have their final moments on earth, or this earth. Are you okay, by the way? You've been very,
Hi, you know me, I'm good with magic, but what you did, I appreciate, by the way. Thank you so much.
no worries. If it makes you feel any better, that was my first time ever trying, so I'm glad it happens too.
So you didn't know if it worked?
No.
I don't know, I'm still just trying to grasp. I didn't stand a chance. Just dead instantly, and then...
I feared that was going to happen. I tried to stop our friends back there, and I just kind of adjusted my head so it's not obvious. I'm glad you're alive, but reckless action could have led to the loss of many people. And I'm glad you're breathing, because your time, I don't think, is up yet.
I don't want it to be just yet, no.
I would assume you have some sort of tie you have with this Paltor. You seemed rather upset.
From what he said, he's basically confirmed the death of my sister. Wasn't too. That wasn't good.
I think we will find this fool again, and we will teach him why disrespecting life is bad.
He's too strong.
He is too strong. But I think we'll have the time to get stronger ourselves. And the time we have that not engaging gifted us with will give us a chance. Let's use the rest of our time here, not just to mourn these two living people. Let us mourn for your sister, as she deserves it too. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Thank you again.
It is simply my job.
You've been incredible. Thank you.
We will mourn.
Alright. Doing so,
I picked
as
terrible
you
time last
lay the
so bad.
as you lay the bodies to rest, and you have commenced this morning, doing your whole purpose, which is guarding and watching over the dead, make sure you have public burial. You notice. Do you get 2 more little orbs of light?
Is that it?
Yeah. Alright. So yeah, now you've got 4 little orbs floating around your head.
Maybe working backwards. Interesting. Interesting. Typically, they go away after they're buried. So that's concerning.
Fun.
Zombies are
I look. Yeah, I look. After I'm buried and now I've got 4 orbs of light around me, I then get concerned. I go from cool demeanor to, oh,
Everything okay?
no, oh, maybe. I'm not
Maybe.
sure. What's this about?
They're not like only he can see. It's
No, all can
Was
see.
it?
What? Okay. I believe we are done here. Thank you all for being with me and for mourning.
Oh. Now we go to a rickety, broken down hut in which we have someone's mode of transportation being held. Strata and Alina saunter up.
Is it like a roller door or is it just like a normal?
Ah, it's a roller.
Hell
It's got to
yeah.
be a roller door.
I put my foot under the roller door and I kick it up and.
Make a strength check.
Oh fuck you!
You don't need to make a strength check for the bodies, but for this,
16.
Yeah, sure.
And you see, may I describe my bike?
Okay, grab the bike.
what does mental look like?
There's 1 wheel at the front and 2 at the back. On the one at the
A
front,
trikey! It's got a little tricycle!
it's sick. It's got like a hawk skull-shaped like piece of metal covering like the front tire with the beak coming down over the tire. On the back tires, you see like these really dusty but highly detailed set of wings that kind of come off the tire backs. It's got like gold accents on certain bits, but it's dusty. It's been on a few roadies. You see a lot of the mechanics in it are similar to what he uses in his hammer, like pull action engines and it's also kind of fucked up.
Yeah, like the wings and the beak of the bird are like there's some dents. It's like they're a bit bent. They're not perfectly shaped. You've got muck and grime all over it. There's scratches in the metalwork and the paint. One of the wheels is missing.
It's
not
not missing. It's in my hammer. Have a look at this. And he like wipes the dust off the wings, and you can see underneath it's like gold metal. He's like, that's my rank. Pretty sick. Basically. And then if you and there was like a place like where the handlebars are, which is just above the beak skull. They're kind of like the seat's like a low sitter, and the handlebars are kind of like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a spot where it looks like that dark art can fit right into like just below where the handlebars are, like here, but it looks like it's been ripped out.
It doesn't necessarily. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's been ripped out. So I wouldn't describe.
There's a hole in like underneath where the handlebars are, and he's like, "That's where my dark art went. Oh, we took it." But I've been needing some muscles for this. I need to have a look at the gears underneath, but I haven't really been able to lift it up and have a good examination. I was just wondering if you could, and he like, with a bit of strength, kicks it up on its back 2 wheels. He's like, "Can you hold it up like that?"
I take it.
Yeah. Take a check.
What if I break it away?
It's already broken.
What if I break it more?
Or not 20 breaks.
Not 20!
What?
Sorry, Dom.
No, surely not. That 20's good.
So
That 20's
mindfully, you
good.
just throw it out through the roof.
Fuck.
No, you hold on
Spin it
to
on my
it.
finger.
It's like when you hold on to it, you basically just you've got one hand on it. And you're just like you are. It's like this is kind of boring. It's so easy. It's like you're astounded at how much effort you have to put into it.
What do you need me to do now?
Made of plastic.
Hold there, and I'm gonna go around the other side. I've been examining this bike for quite a while. I would assume I kind of know the basics of what's fucked, but I kind of just want to do a check now that I'm actually playing to see what's fucking fucked with the bike and what's good.
Alright, well,
But
first.
while I'm doing it,
Alright.
and this is the main focus, Strider's gonna be talking to Muscles and just be like, heard what that guy did to you. It's pretty fucked up. You want to talk about it?
I mean, I don't really know what to say.
Neither, so I just thought I'd put the offer out as like a kind thing
if
to
you
do.
have any questions, I'll answer them. But
I'm not really good at this whole talking thing. Just if you need to get some stuff off your chest, I may not understand and I may not know what to say, but I sure as shit will listen. Nat 20 on the investigation of the bike.
Let's go, guys. Making up for the last
It's a
session.
tuner, right?
muscle
It's mechanical therapy, bro. It's like while fixing a car, talking about it's like, how you doing, man?
I was about to. Okay, so. What I was gonna do.
Are you actually intelligent though?
No, I'm stupid as fuck.
See, here's the thing. Here is the thing.
But I know bikes.
You can see You can see everything in this bike. You can understand, like, okay, this is. You can see it all. You should make an intelligence check to see if you can understand.
I've been working on bikes my whole life.
Advantage.
That's so rough.
Intelligence check.
Yeah, are you seriously
seriously
getting him to do an intelligence check?
To
He rolls
see
an
how
20.
good his intelligence, my nat 20 on intelligence.
You can see it all.
Tavish
but
didn't say.
That would have
I was
been a
gonna get
perception check if he was just looking at it.
Yeah, but
Not an intelligence
Another
check.
I was in there investigating.
yeah, and I can investigate a car and not understand what's going on.
Are you a car mechanic? Like this guy is a motorbike
That's
mechanic?
what, make an intelligence check an advantage, and you can.
This is our DM team.
I was gonna get you to do this before you rolled a nat 20.
God, if I roll like shit because of this, I'll never forgive you. 12 minus 1.
Slightly advanced.
Alright, so. Oh, I can't believe.
You already have.
We're gonna be
a 20 away.
Well, you ripped a nat 20. You gave me nothing for a nat
20 away. You can see this. With a nat 20, you see it all. You understand what you see. We understand. You could very accurately describe to another person. Like you are taking all this in. You could off by heart. You could take all the pieces and reassemble them. With a 10 on intelligence.
11.
11 on intelligence. You. I'm gonna say. No. That's good enough. It's good enough. So
My nat 20 wasn't, but an 11 was.
You understand? You understand like the mechanics of how motorcycles work.
Yeah.
You may not necessarily be the best at improving so it's like as good as brand new, but you can patch it. Like you can see what's broken, what's missing. You can go, okay, I could fix it, but I probably should get this back to my boys so they can figure it and fix it up properly.
So with that in mind, would I know roughly how long it would take to fix and whether it's worth leaving behind here or taking with me?
Considering there's a wheel missing,
I do have a spare wheel.
you'd be losing one. That's your choice. Because you've gone through our cover before with the dark box. You know how long it generally takes. It's not that long. But you don't necessarily know how, unless you want to go from where you're going, unless you want to go straight back through a cover or around a cover, you don't know how long that can necessarily take. Taking the bike with you could just be a burden. It could slow you down. And what's more, you don't even know if, like, where you're going, they could just. You don't know how long it
Yeah,
takes.
I get you.
Fixing it itself, if you got it back to Kurthill, it could take a couple of days.
Okay. It's fucked. Yeah.
I can have a look at it.
I'm sure you could.
Missing a wheel.
Look, I'm gonna make the executive call. We're gonna have to leave it here. I'm gonna kind of have to come back for it. Do you know if this place is easy to come back to, or?
Well, through my experience, no.
But with the dark arc, that could probably help you get back.
I mean,
here.
sure, I don't know where we're going.
Would know you can't necessarily calibrating a dark arc to somewhere within our cover is difficult.
So
It
you're telling me.
requires someone who's like highly experienced and specialized with this sort of
Yeah, I
mechanics thing.
am.
I mean, this is my hometown. I'll eventually have to come back, so like we can travel back together if you want.
Basically, we're just gonna have to beat this curse so I can get my black room. But that's here and there, nor here nor there. How you doing?
I'm better than yesterday. This was actually kind of nice, even though I was just holding up a trike.
You want to sit on it?
No, I'm good. I might. I don't know.
Fuck you.
So like, did everyone in your gang have the privilege of driving one of these, or is it just a leader gang thing?
Everyone in the gang drove one, but not everyone has the privilege of riding one as good as this. This is like bees knees.
Can you actually sit in it for me? I need like the mental image.
And I just put I grab a large barrel or rock and put it under the other where it's missing a wheel just so it stands up, and I get in, I reach out to the back and I open a little thing and I just pull out a helmet that has 2 holes in it, and you see me try and struggle for a little bit, but I eventually managed to get past my horns and I put the helmet on. Not clicking in the straps because I'm badass, and the horns basically make it unmovable.
Oddly enough, that's probably what saved your life.
Yeah. But I look cool.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah. Okay.
Always
No.
wear a helmet.
Y'all remember Barnyard?
Yes.
Look, you promised to share that dark arc with me and help me get back to my bike, get my bike out of here. My boys will, have a... Let's just say they will greatly appreciate my safe return. And I might even get one of these if I sweet talk them.
Ah. I will keep that in mind.
But you gotta help me get this back to... And I'm
Oh, I
trusting
will.
you with this.
I will.
Cheers, muscles.
Alright.
Let's go find where the gang is.
You all end up.
I'm just gonna pay whoever I'm renting that place from, I'm gonna pay him 2 gold and be like, keep that thing safe, I'm coming back for it. If it's fucked up, I fuck you up. Intimidation, though.
The 10-year-old that you were speaking to. That's right.
It's a child. No.
It's a child.
No, the grizzled old dude who's wasting all that.
Lovely.
He
Takes
won't
the
be
gold
here, we'll never-
happily. He's kind of more of a corpse than anything else.
My time is here.
Don't try to ride it, you can't hit it.
You all end up meeting back into you just find each other. And now it's time to go and talk to Arkor, right? Guess what? He's in the town centre looking for you.
Perfect.
Run, get out of town. Yeah, let's ditch this.
Hey, everyone.
Do we really actually have to talk to him?
Can we just push
He is right next to us, so it's a bit awkward if we keep talking about
Do we really have to talk to you?
You didn't tell me what you found out.
Why the fuck should we?
You lied to me before, and I want to know.
We
You
found
promised to tell me.
booze.
Well,
I said somewhere that
we said maybe we could talk to you in somewhere more private. We really don't have to tell you anything.
So rude.
That's so...
Why?
But we have alcohol.
I don't drink.
You know why I won't tell you? Because you poisoned me, you little bitch.
You chose to drink the
You didn't warn me!
Look, I think I could offer some helpful insight into whatever you discovered down there. Come on, it's my life's work here, trying to figure out what was cursing the land.
We wouldn't have found everything without him, so I...
You're smart, yeah? Can you fix things? While I'm gone, if the group agrees, if you fix my bike, we'll show you.
What is a bike?
Ah, fuck.
Try.
Look, before we leave, is the group okay with that kind of deal? I mean, you were gonna just... You said he helped you
Look,
before.
I'll
and
fix
you were
whatever
willing
it is, just tell me.
to. I mean,
Well, Anina, is it okay if we use your house as a secret place?
Yeah.
We've got a place.
Alright.
Follow us.
do you want me to bring my bike and put it into place?
That's
don't-
not my house.
Can I put my bike into place?
It honestly might be safer there than where you just
Yeah, I'm gonna go take that 2 gold back off, homie. and I walk back over, grab my bike, and as I'm heading out, I just go. One of it back. I'll let you keep one. Give me one back!
At that point, take both. Give me one back. That was good.
Do I get to roll intim?
Yeah, you can roll intimidation.
I don't think I've rolled an intimidation check in my life.
Those are all too nice majority of the time.
It's because
That's 17.
The frail old man has a heart attack.
Don't come back! I'm gonna try and bring him back. I'm immediately having a panic
Do I
attack.
hear this?
Fuck!
Sure, you go grab the direction.
I scared the shit out of him. No, I scared the soul out of him. Help, 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 help.
Spare the dying.
Spare the dying.
Yeah, and when you're doing that, you can tell that Strata is not helping.
Crushing his ribs.
Move aside. Move aside.
But before I move aside, I do take that gold back and then I back up.
Do you rob him?
No, I'm taking back what's rightfully
if you
mine.
can't spare the dying is alive.
Strata,
Okay.
your hands are a bit too up high to the chest.
Ah, look, it worked. And I just pointed.
He's just like,
He's alive.
Actually, I think you prolapsed his anus.
I think it was already like that when I picked him up.
Time for a physical. Down the pants.
I'm just gonna pick up my bike.
Drink some water.
No, I don't do that. It's very.
Don't do any strenuous activity. We'll be okay. Do you want some help into your house? Okay.
He's been my landlord for the last 2 weeks. He's a fucking dick.
Pump fake.
Alright, you all go back to Alina's house and Arcor closes the door. Telling me!
Look, when you look like a cow in a town that's
No!
you get some looks.
Someone
This is
says ego.
different
Someone
now.
says-
It's terrible. Just tell me what you found. Tell me what was the curse?
I don't really know.
Like a marble thing.
There was a marble eye that was prolonging the curse upon this town. Once we removed it from the basement, the curse went away.
Do you have it?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Why?
I want to see it.
I'm trying to trick him and pull out one of my nuts and just be like, yeah, have a nut.
Wow, that's really miscolored.
Yeah, let's take this one.
Dude, bull nuts look different.
Yes.
Those are not okay. Anyway.
I'm gonna hold it up out of his reach. It looks like this.
I'm gonna make some checks. It's gonna make
Natural one.
wasn't that one? Wasn't great. Oh, that's better than I thought. That's alright. He's looking at a distance and he's like, there's some dark power in that.
We got it. Yes.
It's not particularly evil.
How can you tell?
It's a feeling.
Bruh.
What? I got God.
What makes you think it's not evil?
Well, it's just a sense. The power, it's just dark. It doesn't feel malicious. It's like it doesn't feel like it's trying to reach out and stab me.
It's a marble.
You know, I like
May I give it a quick study?
No, you know.
And can I inside check this boy to see if he knows more than he's letting on? I get advantage.
What check would that be?
Con?
Could I
There you go.
16.
No, I'll make a check.
could I try to
It is you then.
suss out how it's affecting specifically the good doctor of it?
Okay, I'll answer your question. Inside check. I'll answer your question, then I'll answer you. Alright, to answer Strata. He knows a lot more than what he's letting on. But it's a bit hard to ascertain whether he's just being cagey about other things, or if it is specifically about this, or if it's about things adjacent to this. He could be hiding a number of things, but he's definitely keeping something close to his chest. Will.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
You know everything that I've discussed already, including what the good
Good
doctor
doctor.
discovered.
And while I have you, I'm also going to do important.
Important. Roll that.
That one.
That's a good one.
Does
That's
that
good to have.
Write them down.
Yeah, and that
Is
one.
it important?
Huh?
Important that one. Does that
There we
count?
go.
Yeah,
we go.
because he's rolling his portents for what dice he can replace.
Yeah.
Right.
just double checking.
And
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Geronimo, what was your insight on the
Oh,
doctor?
but it's not me rolling.
24.
But I can give it to someone. Does that count?
There's a lot of
I
rolling
think it's
going
just for
on.
you.
How is this affecting you? Make some character choices right now.
I'm happy to discuss it. Unless there is any like evil arcane energy, bewitching the doctor. Is there?
Not particularly.
Okay.
No.
Then there's a sense that Gunther is wary of who controls it, and that he doesn't seem to be barring it from anyone out of a greedy for power intent, but more of a scared of who holds power.
Beck's been staring at it since it came out of his pocket.
With a 24, I
You
also
noticed that
accidentally
easy
inside
You
Beck.
can tell he wants it. It's like he's hungry for it. But he's doing his best to hide it, but he's not good at it.
Why don't we just break it?
That makes you very upset.
Beck goes,
No, that's why. Kill it!
I mean, if we can't trust people with it, I don't see why we don't just fucking...
No! That's not kind of
you also don't necessarily know that he thinks that was my insight,
Yeah.
so.
But I mean, from the conversation these two were having before, Dark Orb...
This is what I'll tell you.
Oh, shit.
Based on what I have been studying and what I've just seen here, the natural order is correcting a mistake. One that was made over a centuries ago. Something that I've only really theorized about because it's not well documented. Perhaps the prophecy is finally coming true.
prophecy.
I told you last time you saw me.
You did. It's been a minute for Freddy, not for Beck. Apologies.
I hope you succeed in saving this world. That is clearly what you intend to do when you have this item. That I'm getting. It seems connected to the darkness that was before this world.
And what could you do with it?
I
Just saying, if we're going to save the world with it, hopefully, what can it do?
never said you could say the word of that. I know the time. I just was connected to what's going on. I don't know what you can use that word. He's not letting me examine it properly.
Man, some of us ain't... I'm pretty stupid, so I'm gonna need you to just dumb it down for me, say what it does, and that'd be helpful.
It clearly is connected to all this shit. The darkness. Some
Following.
way. I don't know how. I need to spend time with it. But
Should we let him?
Well, that's times as where
I'm talking days. Weeks we
we
get
need to leave.
Anyway, I hope you succeed in saving the world. But if you don't, if you fail, I shall so enjoy studying your corpses.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for showing
I
this to
pick
me.
him up, and I take him over to my bike, and I go, look. And I just hold him out to make him look at all. Can you fix this?
Move from
You're poisoned.
I'm poisoned. Oh, not again. Oh, wait, that's right. He's got poisoned skin, doesn't he?
not skin.
Oh, I thought
Oh, wait,
That's
is
a
he
grunt.
scratching me?
that is a groan.
It won't scratch.
God, what's you're prepping a roll.
I'm rolling a check to see if you want to
Oh, yes.
How do I kill again?
Oh. Well, bye bye.
I don't know the fuck that is. Get off me! It's just...
Please, okay, if you don't know what it is, please don't touch it while I'm gone.
So...
So you have theories about the universe, but you can't.
Fucking fix a bike.
He's just very rude.
Also, you know
But if you
what to
fixed
do.
it, I would no longer be rude. I'd actually be pretty grateful.
I looked at it. It looks weird. It's not from this line.
No.
So do you know what is broken?
Most of it.
It's
Missing a wheel. Yeah, see, he doesn't even know what it is, and he can tell it's missing a wheel. Missing a wheel. It's a 4-stroke, but it fucking strokes nothing right now. If you have a look at the back, and this is the part I forgot to mention, there's like 2 like little almost look like exhaust pipes where like flame would come out of to like send it off, and it looks like 2 like talons, and it's in the center of the talons where the like. So it look kind of like the whole bike looks like a hawk that's kind of like diving for prey.
So Chelsea, for your records, I rode in that one.
Oh, you don't matter.
Yeah, and as you go like that, if you did it on the wing, you see that it's pretty much brown dust, and as you go like that, shimmering gold is underneath all.
As you're like going through the list with Geronimo, every time he points up, except for stuff like the missing wheel because it wouldn't work. But I'm just gonna touch it and cast mending on all of the different spots on the bike.
Got him.
He just doesn't want it.
Me. Oh. Do I just watch these parts start to slowly, like, repair together? Oh. Oh. Homeboy, you got anything that looks like these tires here at the back? I pull out my little tools and I start unscrewing.
I thought you were minding you.
Pop. We just did the flick of the... Anyway.
It's horror people.
I'm going to take the...
Stop burying him.
I'm going to take the tire and wheel out of my hammer, and I'm going to try and just spend a few minutes to just changing a tire and putting the tire at the front.
You've done enough. I won't make you roll for it.
Hammer's now quarter stuff. I need... If anyone sees like a big lump of mass when you fix the hammer, can I test to see if it works?
Roll
Pull something.
Roll a luck check to see if simply casting mending is enough.
I dust off the bit that he was showing me earlier and goes,
15.
That's his rank.
The bike sputters a bit as you kick it in, start it out. It takes a moment, but eventually it's just purring like a kitten.
And I take it outside quickly. I was like a kid.
It's missing one thing. Celix finds a rag and just wipes off the dust off the gold. Just to...
And that like anime.
Alright.
I cast prestidigitation, so after you do that, it sparkles.
I like you guys a lot. And he picks up his bike like a kid on Christmas Day and takes it outside.
Right. You've got a bike. Arkor just leaves. And
Can we
Don't
all
ride
fit
without
on
helmet.
Irish
Can we all
goodbye.
just
A
a tower on the bike?
It got completely and utterly obliterated, but I do have a sidecar that I used to attach to it and...
We can do like
So
circus acts and
You going for a
balance on each other and ride.
I'm giving it a quick
Right,
joyride. I
Let
mean,
me join you.
Why not?
Diego.
Diego gets on Diego.
I don't have a stat sheet for a motorcycle. Thanks, Tav.
That was like easy way to get out of a motorcycle in this camp.
One funny sorcerer with a cantrip.
Wait, hey, what's in there? Wait, you help me fix this. You want to come on for a joyride?
I'm not gonna say.
And he reaches out the back and he has a tiny, smaller helmet that's in like a pastel pink, and he's like, take this.
This clashes horribly with orange, but I will.
But look at the front, and you see at the front, it's a bull skull in black on the pastel pink. It's like, it's pretty heavy.
Pretty
Well, if
cool.
you're going for a joyride with Diego, you are running away from him.
With Diego.
Oh, yeah, if he's riding on
Yeah.
Diego and
Oh.
we're on the...
You are
I
going,
thought
you are going
Hold on tight.
Diego sitting on the back with the wheel on like.
Question before he drives off: who's the dog Ark?
Oh,
Thank
I'm...
you.
Just
These are gone. It's like, what? They're stuck here.
I thought it was just joyride and we're coming back.
Yeah, we're just doing a lap around the city.
Have fun.
Like, the owls. How quick does this thing go?
well, top speed, 1,200 feet per round.
Oh my god.
It has an acceleration of 240 feet per round, so every round you're going an extra 240 feet.
Keep up!
Keep going, buddy.
Wait, with a dash, he's pretty quick.
This was a boss.
I want you, can you please roll? Can you please roll 2 percentage dice?
What?
Tavish couldn't kill anyone last session.
What'd you roll?
That's slightly above, yeah.
That's one
I think
percentage
so,
die, right?
Yeah, 11.
So you got 11. Alright. Can you roll another one?
94.
Good spread.
Good spread. That's like the two ends of the spectrum, you know?
You in the middle.
Alright.
That one.
Geronimo survives getting immolated in a fucking ghost pillow, but then dies in a high-speed crash.
You just hear Strata start to play the Freebird solo and a tear starts falling from his eye.
Just like the maths.
You know, I miss my buddies. I used to ride with them all.
Just quietly
You
casting
are
Mage Armor.
at your tank is below half.
Oh, fuck, okay.
You have roughly 80 miles left to travel.
Okay. Okay. And would it just, like, fuel-wise, is there anything special to it, or is it just, like, petrol? We probably shouldn't waste too much fuel. I'm just looking. I imagine he's like, it says it's a full tank, and he just kind of like taps on the thing, and it goes. And it's like, we probably shouldn't drive too long. We gotta conserve fuel.
You
And-
turn around. My hair's just. And I'm.
He does the cool. If you've seen Akira Battle Angel, the slide on the motorbike where it's like side slide and then spins the back around and.
Make a check, please.
I'm a biker, bro.
Make an intelligence check.
No,
Before you left, you were saying that your last passenger? How did that go?
Oh yeah, we were actually riding through the area similar to this, and that big guy from earlier, he showed up, and he ripped a sidecar directly off my motorcycle and crushed it with the dude still in it. My homie Darryl. It's kind of sad, anyway.
Okay, that's
Kind of sad.
He says that everyone else in the distance is like, oh, Geronimo's waving at us, but I'm going,
And I pull up and I do a quick drift slide in, and I
Alright.
pull my goggles up. I also had goggles on, my bad. Back off onto my helmet. I gotta save fuel. Sorry, that was a big sidetrack, but
Well,
no bike.
it seems like you're all fairly ready to set sail. Well, Strata, if you would like to either ask Alina for the dark arc or guide her how to use it.
I'm happy if you want to hold on to the dark arc. Have you had any experience using one before?
Nope.
With your permission, we could use your little fixie fix spell and probably install that on the thing, and I can ride at a slower pace to keep up with you all, and that way we can keep the.
Would that waste your fuel?
Well, I can also just walk the motorbike and stay on. At least that way it's fixed into place.
I don't know if that's
Is it
how
still
the mending
raining?
spell works. Okay.
But then what if we need to remove it from your bike?
Oh, it's
Well, would it be like, you
It
know,
doesn't matter
these
'cause that's
things,
not
like
how
where you,
spell works.
when you're on the road, you have like a nav man that you just kind of
No.
clip in. Is it a
So-
clip in, clip out, or what is it?
What it is, it's like a magnet. It's like there's a magnet on your front of your thing, your bike.
Mm.
You take the dark up because it's an item that you're supposed to use with your hand, right?
Yeah, right.
But you can put it on the thing. It kind of just floats in front and guides the way.
You can take it on and off. It's like, you.
Well, I'm not the quickest learner, so you're gonna have to use it, not just watch for the first couple of times, maybe. Or show me how to use it. But
Easy.
later.
Too easy. Simple enough.
Alright.
So you're holding on to it for now, or?
No, I give it to you.
Oh, easy.
You stick it on, nothing happens because you know you have to put your hand in it first to
You go
activate it. So the dark arc's basically like an archway of metal with like another bit. Put your hand under the roll at the small bit, and there's like a chain underneath. It's gonna hang on.
Chains, love them.
Stick your hand in between there, and you see a line of basically. It's like light, dark, like dark light, in a way, if that makes sense. It's kind of picture like picture like a silver, like a dark silver line.
Like a kind of like a waypoint marker
There we go,
thing.
yeah. It's gonna tell you where to go. You have to follow that line.
Can I only see it while my hand's in it, or can everyone see it?
Only you can see it. But once you take it out, you can take it out. Because the bike is designed specifically for it, you can still see it.
While I've got both hands on them. Awesome.
So you can guide them where to go. You know, you can calibrate these to go where you want, but you can't while you're in a cover. So you basically have to follow it to where it's pointing. Then once you get there, you can spend time calibrating it.
Okay.
Whether or not you know how to do that will depend.
Will depend. I'll say to the group, it seems this dark arc already has a location set into it. Once a location's set into it, you got to get to that location before you can recalibrate it somewhere else. So, we want to see where this thing takes us.
Lena Jefferson.
I just wanted to say that hopefully I locked the doors before we, or like I'm allowed to lock the doors before we go. Right, I do that. Right.
Awesome. Just for my own memory, because it's a little hazy. The Dark Arc, just to confirm, it's not the one that Strata originally had.
It's the one you found in Lena's home.
Yeah, perfect.
The one I originally had is the one that the big dude's using. Right?
Yeah,
So
cool.
you can assume that this course was set by Lena's parents.
Yeah, okay.
For whatever reason that may be.
Let's see where your parents wanted us to go.
Just for my reference, are they going north, west, east?
It does have
Like a compassy type.
Yeah, when you put your hand in it, you see like the same silver stuff. Kind of like it only shows the letter for the direction of going. You can see a big E.
Funny enough, Quack. Yeah, big fella. He said he was going east. Yeah.
He was going.
West.
Oh, he's going west.
He came from the east. He's going west.
He came from the east. He's going west. Something interesting was north. North. I don't know what that accent was. Something there north.
I believe he said something interesting was to the east as well.
Well, I'm going to assume that's whatever havoc he left behind. So let's go see what he was up to, shall we?
I guess we have no choice.
Let's go east.
Alright, you all get your stuff ready and you head out on the journey. Following Strata's directions, you head off and you begin following this line. You can't fit on the bikes, you're all walking.
I'd love a 6-person, sit like 3 on each side cart, so it's like one long wide motorbike.
So Paltor can crush 6 carts at once.
No, because his wingspan, he won't be able to get it all, you know?
Big guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Just for your information, I'm casting Mage on
How long's it last?
Isn't it 8 hours?
8 hours or until I spell it, yeah.
Great. You're traveling for more than 8 hours.
Just in case the first 8 hours suck.
You're traveling for about half a day.
Well, I'll say Strata's been careful with his fuel, so he's just walking the motorbike until he gets pretty much lazy and decides to hop on it. So, do you want me to roll like a D6 for how many hours or something?
6.
He goes 6 hours and then he's like, fuck this, man.
Alright. Yeah, so you continue your travels along the way. So after you've done this before, you gauge, now that you've got your bike back, you've got the dark
I feel like I'm myself
what
again.
You're doing. You know what to expect. The rest of you have no clue. Because you all spent most of your time you're wandering around aimlessly getting lost. And for some strange reason, you're seeing something ahead of you that you've never ever seen before.
History check. Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Been chilling.
You see, basically, a wall of fog. And this is as you're getting to the edge.
Oh, I know what this is.
A big wall of fog, basically, like a barrier around. It seems to stretch for miles and miles. And as you get closer to it, the rest of you might be apprehensive. You might be wondering what the hell is going on. So Raza, you know this as just the what's it called? perimeter of Arcavica. This is just what it looks like when you aren't being bewitched by whatever power is keeping you here. So as you get closer and closer, you end up getting up to the fog wall. And if you just keep going forward,
Am I able to like tell everyone?
you can tell them.
Shit gets crazy from here on out, but going through the fog is safe.
Sorry, it wasn't crazy already.
I was just about to say that.
Alright. Well, I mean, you guys,
Now I
we
cross
have
my
to at least get a
jumper
path we can follow. I mean,
Right. Of course.
it's crazier if you don't have one of these. It's like, where am I? What's going on? Whatever. Yeah, you know.
So you know where we're going.
Oh, not really. But like, I know where we're going. I don't know where we're gonna end.
You know
Oh.
you could be.
I know where I got.
He doesn't know what will be there.
I don't know what will be there when we get there, but I know where we're going, and I've got a rough idea of where we might. Maybe.
That's not comforting.
You cannot get a straight answer out of Strata. That's what I've started to figure out. It's like he slowly starts to doubt himself until he's like, yeah, I don't know.
Shall you all proceed forwards?
Yes.
No point turning back.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's do it.
You proceed through the fog, Strata going first, please. Familiar with this. And you just see Strata on his bike. And then go into the fog, and you all follow. You walk in, and as you walk into the fog, it's kind of like sensory deprivation. You can't see anything in front, you can't hear anything. All you can feel is the biting cold of the fog and the ground beneath your feet.
Can we see each other or is it that dense?
It's dense.
I've got
Okay, we see
before
each
we
other.
go in because I'm prepped for how dense this is. Can I say the chains that are around my forearms? I just tie them around. I like hook them to the wings of my bike, so then two people can hold onto a chain each, and then they can hold on to people, so we can
Is it
kind of.
magical fog in any way? or is
It's not normal.
Can I test what a gust does to it?
Sure. No.
Well,
What's the point?
Is that a first level spell?
Huh.
Or is that
it's
a
It's a
cantrip?
cantrip.
Okay,
Can you
sweet.
spell magic? I think so.
I don't have to spell magic.
I have to spell.
I don't have magic.
As you walk
Maybe
through,
with
eventually, as you're reaching out, you all begin to feel more than just the fog. You emerge into an open plain. It's an open field of grass and open sky.
Is there sunlight?
No! That's the whole premise of
a Bella and Edward sitting in the middle of the field.
They're dying.
No sparkles.
No sparks.
So, as you break through the fog wall, what you all see is, an open field of green grass. That's the first thing that strikes you. The second thing is a strange smell. None of you have ever smelled before. It's kind of salty. It kind of leaves an odd taste in it. You've all tasted like fish, so there's like a mixture of that in there. And as you look out ahead of you, you begin to see past the great fields of green. There seems to be just a massive void of darkness. And once you see that, you begin to hear more. Firstly, you can hear like a soft breeze blowing through the grass, which is new to you because usually it's just buffeting the rain. It's like at first the relief from that rain is deafening because it's all you've been hearing for all your lives, basically. Hell, you can even see some flourishing trees to your sides, like sparsely, dotted around.
Coming
But-
from England to Australia.
Far off, like we're talking miles and miles away on the horizon, you can hear something approaching. It sounds like kind of like crashing and rushing, like
Almost like waves?
Almost like waves of water crashing over each other. And as you look more intently, you can see that the dark void ahead of you is not just an emptiness, nothing. It is an endless body of water.
It's reflecting the dark sky.
Dark water by any chance?
Is there ruins in it?
Oh, that's the campaign.
There is, isn't it?
After your senses have cleared up, you take a turn, because you also look at the dark arc. You notice that it kind of turns a slight bit towards some fucking ruins.
Crazy. Who named this shit, man? No, I'm kidding.
But like these aren't just like a small ruin. These are massive, like expansive. Like this was a city.
Was.
Right? It expands for miles, miles and miles off to the side, and also seems to go into the water and like cut off, but like scattered throughout the waves are like pillars and rocks that seem to be jutting out. You would need to travel for a decent distance to go to the ruins, and that seems to be where the dark arc is leading you. And so you still have a bit of time to travel before you even start recalibrating it.
You reckon how does it look like it's been ruins for like ages, like years?
You're a bit too far away to gauge,
Okay.
but the boy Gunter, make a history check.
That makes sense.
Why would your parents want us to come to?
I'm not ready for the summer.
Do you reckon it was a city with your parents?
23.
Well, you learn a lot from
I
that.
hide
Okay.
over in the basement.
From what you've all heard, this is supposed to be the ruins of a city once known as Paydem. Paydemer.
Wait! My screen wasn't on.
One more time?
P.
Paydemer. Paydemer.
M-E-R, M-I-R. Pardon me.
Isn't that that chick from Until Dawn? Hayden Pan.
Yeah. I like that one.
Thank
I
you.
like that one. Great game.
I'm gonna tell HR.
You remember that this was once a great bustling city. Go to it.
Sorry, a what?
This was once a great bustling city.
Ah, okay.
One that could rival. One that could. Go to
Sorry.
Jingle, jingle.
it. One that
These
could
notes.
rival the wealth and prosperity of. Bartholomew. That's it. Not government's the land. Bartholomew. It was very prosperous, very advanced with their technology. Not quite to the same extent as Bartholomew, but you also know that at some point the city was completely destroyed by, and it's not very well documented, but it's highly rumored, and you seem to intuit that this is true. That it was destroyed by the Council of Bartholomew. For what reason? Never revealed, but with a great history check like that, I shall say you can gauge it has something to do with the strange. Actually, no, you don't, because you didn't read that book. You don't know
I was
shit.
gonna ask if it had anything to do with that book. If I didn't read it,
And he didn't remember
did the
it.
person who read it, was it read out loud or was it read privately?
I don't think
The war
it was
between two
read.
cities.
A different book.
This
no.
was the one
Did
that
you
Will
have
read.
dark? Yeah. I don't think Will shared. I think he might have been the only one who didn't.
Yeah, no, he
It
chose not
wasn't-
to because I was checking out the highlight, the scratchy part on the back of my book, and he just didn't mention the fact that his book did.
This ruined city wouldn't ring any bells, would it? No,
Yes, it does.
not in that sense, but like, because I've never seen this before.
They know things that you've been told about it,
Been
you've
told
read
about.
about it.
In a book.
Okay.
You can gauge this is
Oh, yeah.
you can gauge this is the place that Tom wants you to go,
Yeah.
and this is also the place that you read about in the book.
The wizard, everyone.
You've never seen it.
Alright, I'm just not gonna share it.
Fair enough.
Anyway, as you're looking out at these ruins, you all hear suddenly a voice beside you.
What?
Have you ever seen something so beautiful? Sitting down, like kind of like crouched down. It's Tom.
It's what? It's me.
No,
What am I doing there?
No.
Who?
Tom, you never met him.
Oh, who the
I
fuck are
don't.
you?
Oh, I forgot. I haven't introduced myself to you. I am Tom. You can call me Tom.
Brother, that's not. We just came out of fog. We see dark water, ruins. That's not a way to introduce yourself.
Hey, these guys know.
Do you?
He
Anyway,
shows up
Just gonna
sometimes.
do a quick like handshake. for Tom.
He's a guy.
Didn't expect to see you.
oh, why not? I mean, I asked you to come here. Anyway, I'm really impressed with all of you did in Kurthill. I didn't see most of it, unfortunately. That chamber below the town was hidden from my side. Or at least whatever was in there was hidden. But I'm sure it was nothing perilous. If you guys go to those ruins, you might be able to see some real power. You might even be able to save the whole world, and since we all seem to have gained a new reputation as the saviors of the land, as you did so in Kurthill, I look forward to seeing what you guys do next.
You say because of reputation, people know us.
You saved the town, people there noticed it. I believe Aliara was very adamant about making sure the town knew who saved them before you guys came was dead. She did the whole speech. It was great. You missed it by this much. Anyway.
So you were there the entire time.
No, I just saw it. Anyway.
How many eyes you?
Doesn't
He just straddling toward him.
Two eyes. Yes,
Oh.
Rick?
Can I gauge if his kind of support, I suppose, of what we've been doing and what we're going to do, he's pinning it as this is for the betterment of the world. Can I try and gauge if that is the truth or if we're acting purely, to his benefit?
Loaded question.
Inside.
Loaded question.
Can I
Everyone, I
also?
vouch for Tom.
Can I help?
Yeah.
He's one of the
I'm gonna.
We may as well do separate.
What do you know
because
about
you've
Tom?
got it. Yeah,
Also, you
lovely.
might gain different things depending on both
He
of you.
did say he spoke to you or mentioned something to you.
We spoke on a bench.
Oh.
Oh no, sorry. I'm.
No, no.
Are we still at 7th, or are we 9th?
You're a nine.
Okay, wonderful. Then in that,
Some ninth level fog.
then that is
That's
a
not a little before around.
21.
Nice. Okay.
23.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
An insightful pair.
You can both gauge that Dom seems to be very much adamant that what he believes is doing for the betterment of what he believes the betterment is.
Okay.
You can
Give
also-
it to me
As
straight, dog.
convoluted as how I asked, I respect it.
He believes what you're doing is
For the
right.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It benefits him,
But what
That's
but
what
it,
his view of right is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I like that. I,
You
yeah.
can also, with the 20s plus, you can gauge, he also just finds it very entertaining.
Yeah.
Anyway, after he says that, he's gonna stand up and, the final, good luck to you. What you find in those ruins will be difficult to handle. Now, I can't, like I said, I can't see exactly what lies in the deepest depths, but I know what awaits some of you as soon as you enter. It may be more than most of you can swallow.
Can you give us anything else?
No fun in
What's the
Come
fun
on.
of the surprise? You mean you can just
Give us a
tell us?
little.
If it's going to be that bad, I would appreciate it if you told
face
us.
challenges unlike anything you've ever seen before.
I'm sure you'll still be very entertained by our struggle against this wizard.
Like I said, I can't see into the chamber, so I don't get entertained by that big level beforehand. That's going to be interesting.
Just remember that if we all die, your little show is over.
That's true.
Cool.
Like I said, I can't see into the chamber. I just know that you guys are going to face challenges more than you've ever seen.
If you can't see in there, how do you know?
Because I know the people who made it, and I can see the first.
Then,
Because his dad works at Nintendo.
Tommy, mate, this ain't enough. You gotta give us some.
You'll be tested, mind, body, and soul.
I don't like him. He says that, I say that out loud to the group.
Well, you might not like me now, but when you get in there, you'll see what I said is very helpful indeed. Well, anyway, have fun. Bye. And he just disappears in a flash of light again.
$5 says when I get in there, I'm not gonna think, oh, gee willy, 'cause Tom was helpful.
As Tom disappears, you hear in your head, and like echoing voice, still Tom. It all begins here, my lads. This is where the real fun starts.
He got so sick of Strata, he's like, I'm going to continue this conversation.
She's right ahead of you. Just go and meet her. You're my favourite. Don't tell the others. As he says that, Tom fully has disappeared from sight and mind. Ahead of you is the ruins.
Just so quickly.
Yeah.
Would I determine that's like the message spell? I just want to send thank you back.
Just say thank
What
you.
Thank you.
That's so
And
sweet.
he goes away.
So awesome.
He responds, "Oh, you're welcome."
That's why you're his favourite.
Dying gave Will a new outlook
What's
on his interactions, you know?
And he's
Will's-
gone. So for you, I mean, it's a bit of a travel away, but you have the ruins.
Would it be faster if we crossed over the water?
No, it's not over the water. It's just if you just go.
It's but like, because you said it was like straight, it wouldn't be like a shortcut to go across the water.
Reckon there's any loot in there? Maybe fuel.
You are, I'm assuming.
I also always assumed when I look at ancient ruins that there would be petrol inside.
What is petrol?
You can find petrol anywhere if you look hard enough.
So, are you going to go towards the
Hopefully.
ruins?
No,
Towards the dark elf? Well,
we're gonna.
that sucks.
We are
We're
at
just
the
gonna turn
mercy
back.
of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
guidance.
yeah. Do we want to head further in?
Well, I guess so.
We're here now.
Let's-
Can I see where the dark arc kind of is directing within the ruins?
The entrance.
I didn't-
The entrance, it just it leads you basically to the. Okay, it goes a bit further in, but you can't see from here. So it's leading you to the front gate.
Just for sake of noise, in case there's any spooks up ahead, I'm gonna wheel the bike.
Alright. Are you guys going to approach naturally? You're going to approach a bit stealthily? You've still got a couple of hours to actually reach the city, so it's pretty far away.
We don't know what's there, so I just assume we'd walk normally, in my opinion.
I trust Tom.
Just Tom. Tom is a good boy. I like
I love Tom.
I trust him less now that you
Yeah,
know.
the fact that you're back there.
him. Okay, so you approach up to the.
Nice guys, he's chill.
You approach up to the city.
I should
And as you get closer, you can begin to see what Pavement actually looks like. It is a very nice. It would be a very nice and pristine city if it weren't for the rubble and brokenness of it. It's made primarily of pure white stone with like metal work, weaving throughout it, acting as structure. There's like gold decorations that seem to be in like intricate shapes and patterns throughout all this stone. But as you get, but like I said, there's ruins. There's all the buildings are basically just like crumbled down to nothing but a few short walls and like warped metal. Except there's a front archway at the entrance to the city. There's no like walls or anything, but there is a massive archway. And it's huge, but it seems untouched. Like there's scorch marks on all the stone throughout the rest of the city, but not on this gateway. Did you?
Yeah, sorry, can I surmise what might have caused said scorch marks?
You can if you want.
Fire tornado.
What kind of check you're seeking?
Obviously.
Investigation.
I'm gonna throw guidance on
no
him.
reason to deny that.
Enjoy 2 extra.
Oh, lovely, that puts it to a +1.
On you.
That's 13.
Well, you never really ventured far, but
Exactly.
you've seen this kind of scorch before from Silix's attacks, which were like radiant lights that even if you missed, it would leave marks through.
So then did this have anything to do with things or celestials?
No.
Damn, okay. That could give me an advantage. Fair. No.
Anyway, this archway, it's massive, it's pristine. It's not even got moss or dirt on it. It looks as good as new. And on the sides are 2 statues of 2 tall women. The one on the right, they're both wearing like flowing dresses. The one on the right has long straight hair, and she is holding what looks like that cube you've all grown so.
The flesh cube?
That's the flesh cube. It's just made of stone. It's not the one. It's just the sculpture of it.
We've
But
got the flesh cube.
She's no.
No.
She's like, it's like her hands are down, like, you know, where her like womb is, and she's holding it, you know, in place. Whereas the one on the left has kind of wavy hair, almost curly, and she is holding what looks like a giant orb. And this orb is odd because it almost seems to glow, but it's like you blink and it stops. It's like, it's just so pristine.
I'm gonna throw out Eyes of the Grave to see if there's any undead around us.
Undead. You can detect 2.
In the group.
One in the group.
And there's one not in the group. There is a...
It's a similar. It's identical to Drama.
There is a undead presence nearby us.
Breath.
No.
Sorry.
So that is a funny joke. It is similar to the presence I get from you.
You're undead?
You have seen when my face melts, yes?
Fucking what?
You've seen it. I did it in a fight with the...
He's pretty stupid, I don't know.
I was killed and then I'm once again alive.
Are you undead?
I'm
No.
No, you say...
No.
You say you detect
Speak.
it's similar? As in, not quite, or...
Well, it's like 98% similarity.
Wait, if you died and came back, that makes you undead, yes?
No.
That is what we just said, yes.
In a sense, there's...
They died and came back, how come they ain't
suspicious
undead?
as if that's given up.
He is
Are you
alive
technically
again.
undead now? Because the second presence, was it there before he died?
I can explain to you the process, or you can go upon your assumptions. So this is not necessarily undead. This is I guess, a healing spell in a way.
But he
whereas-
undied.
Well, sure, but in the same way that I could resuscitate you, you would not be undead. Typically, when it comes to undeath, there is a necromancy magic involved, which another magic exists, I guess. There is some sort of like a. Well, no, it gets a little hard to explain.
Yeah,
There's no
see,
magic.
this is what I'm talking about.
So
And
You
what
see,
school of magic was that
Perhaps-
diamond thing?
Perhaps
you
I
did?
can shed some light. Our friend Will over here had his life restored to him. I was brought back as a different creature than what I was originally.
But your life was restored to
I
you?
was given a different form of life. It is not living.
So
My head hurts. Can we stop talking about this? I'll
Ask
never
me questions.
understand.
is it more of a reanimation than a revival?
That is
Yes,
what-
I am. That is almost
But what-
exactly it. Yes, I
What
am.
necessarily is
Guess.
reanimation, though, Beck,
Oh,
other
I don't
than
know. I was-
re-aliving?
I was just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it stuck, to be honest.
Well,
So if I'm undead,
Put it simply.
I
Is
can't die
reanimated-
again.
Right.
let us
You are not
consider.
undead.
Get it?
Let us consider the undead
Can I
presence.
analyze the
Yeah.
orb?
You want to analyze the orb?
Ponder the orb.
Ponder the
The
orb.
big one.
Yeah, make
Wizard
an
again.
investigation check. It's pretty high
Thank you for
above
moving the
but-
plot along.
Just look at it, if it could be something.
Yeah.
Comes Rollo. Yeah, no, I know.
Which one?
Sorry?
Which one?
Oh, the 6.
6. It's not suspicious.
No, it's chilling.
That's not.
Okay, it's
That's
an
not
orb of
suspicious.
stone. It's just a sculpture. In the same way that the sculpture of the cube is not actually the cube, this is a sculpture of an orb, but it's not probably not the orb. So this in itself is not
Bad, yeah.
Yeah.
While contemplating my existence, I'm going to start heading through.
You're gonna head through
Come on,
the
guys, we've got to go.
Oh, without the dark arc. Wait, are we safe here without the dark arc now that we're in like a place with?
yeah.
Oh, can I
Never
go back then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind and yes.
So you
Let's
can
get
see the
back
dark
to
art
this.
is still focusing you into the city. So you
Oh, actually, we still need that to figure out where in the city we're going.
You showed me how to use it.
Yep. So there, you put your hand in there. And you see all the shit. Now, if you keep your hands on the handlebars and just you can wheel my back now, and you'll be able to see.
I don't want to do that.
You can also just take you can also take it off and just keep your hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what?
No, you said you didn't want it anymore, so it's okay.
Anyway,
This is true.
so
People dead
Will-
riding a bike.
Lied to me.
Oh, I forgot.
Will, are you stepping through the? Are you all heading through? Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Will's gone first.
Yeah, Will's going to come on front. It's like, come on, Will.
I'll go first,
Alright.
but I'm going to be detecting some magic if I can.
Test
Hey.
magic. When do you do that?
Oh, I don't.
I've been doing
I,
it.
I don't have the spell. I'm going to be looking for some magic.
No.
I forgot that
What's your
detect.
passive perception?
Oh.
Oh, I know your I know.
I will never ever get tired of playing with Rowan. I love it.
I can't
It's
detect
15.
magic.
Learn it.
My fucking
don't know.
opponent's eyeballs. Casting time.
Always.
Can't you switch out when you sleep?
Please
Yes.
roll a nat 20.
Wizards.
Because I did switch out a bunch of spells, but I didn't think of grabbing detect magic.
You know what's funny? I almost.
Alright.
Oh no, sorry, it was just spell.
you-
I got everything else.
You're walking through the archway
Tom laughing in the
with
background.
a passive
He's my
perception
favorite.
of 15.
Is it?
Just as you're about to step through, it's like you notice a weird shimmer in the air right at ankle height.
Ankle magic.
Good thing I can detect magic.
I mean,
Too soon.
make an arcana check.
Actually, that's pretty good now.
You roll like that.
Guidance.
You might need
Will's my
you might
favourite
need
as
to
well. I
like-
understand. Tom and Dom think similarly.
You're lucky again?
Well, we long rested, so.
How many campaigns do you have lucky in?
I roll like shit. I kind of need it as like a buffer.
I can't blame you.
What's yours as
I'll
well?
never get
You got a +1 as well.
That's gonna be a 21.
Nice.
Juicy.
Well, this is an alarm spell.
I'm
I
banning
ain't gonna
Rowan
step
from
any
lucky in my
further.
future campaigns.
Thank you for detecting magic.
Guys,
Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it?
You want me to? No. No.
What is the problem, friend?
if we step over this point, it's gonna set off a trigger alarm.
I know how to do that. That's very cool.
Do you know how to undo it?
An alarm?
Are we able to dispel the alarm?
I don't have
I
that.
could have picked that spell as well.
I
What does it
have.
do?
What do you know?
Okay.
It would.
I have the ability to do this.
Oh,
It would either
really?
make a sound
Yes.
or just alert the person who cast it.
Oh,
who
so-
placed it.
Do I use a level
Bad,
3
okay.
ability?
Either way, really
I'm
make-
going to cast Dispel Magic at 3rd level.
Cool. I'm just gonna
That's
double
what's
check
up.
the-
And then I'm going to place our own alarm. No, I'm just kidding.
Get
honestly,
over
it might not be a bad shout.
I can
Get
just
the
imagine.
Okay.
I can
Loki
just
in the
imagine your
entrance.
character, Ricky, just trying to like do things, analyze it, and then you just come up just.
Because that means whoever placed the alarm would probably think it's their own alarm looking through it and think nothing's wrong if they haven't heard their alarm.
You know what? I can ritually cast it, so I may as well.
That was Dom. Sorry.
No,
Strada wouldn't have thought of that. He's stupid.
No, see, fair, but
Do you
Yeah.
have to concentrate on it?
Yep.
it's just a ritual.
Third
just
level.
So he won't.
Yeah.
They won't.
Cool.
So we just set some.
It is. The small blue orb just. It is good now.
Nicely done.
And now I'll push him.
Alright, you push Will through the gate.
I'm gonna just.
Seems fine.
Can I contest this? Like.
I mean, you can try, but he's a paladin and you're a wizard.
It's not a big
Take
push.
from that
It's
what
just
you
a
I
slight
haven't
step.
got a nat 20 today. There's always a chance.
It won't be now. Let's do it.
You've got 2 nat 20 portals though.
That's true. That's true.
Just make
What?
contesting strength checks go on.
It's a new day. It's a new dawn.
Nobody rolled
It's a
his.
new light.
And he rolled a 1 and a 15.
I've rolled.
Oh yeah, that's
It's like a
Will-
slight nudge.
So Will, you like stumble through, and you're like standing there waiting, like
Don't do that
seems
again.
okay.
What if it didn't work?
It did.
Maybe not next time.
I won't do it next time.
Right, let's keep going.
I'll just make sure we're not.
Uh,
No, so-
Can you make a stealth check?
Just him?
Yeah, just
Why did you say that?
make a stealth check.
Because he went through the gate.
Someone's trying to perceive him.
Just send it
You're a
in.
stealthy guy with your -2 to dex, yeah? -3, -2.
No!
It's always a time for a nat 20.
There's always a time.
Is
That's
that
cocked. That's cocked.
Yeah, it's on top
What's
of
on
other
it, though?
dice.
I would have taken it. I would have took it. I would have.
That was
So-
devious. It wasn't even cocked. It was just on top of other dice.
It was
It
cocked.
wasn't
was
cocked.
It was.
I
It
think no
was
matter
tilted.
Alright,
what,
what'd you
both
get?
rolls were gonna fail.
5.
Yeah.
There's no
Okay.
guidance
Bro,
that I
if your
can
one
do.
before there was
Oh,
cocked,
that's
that was cocked.
So is everyone else following him behind him?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
pushed him so I'd be behind
You
him.
fucking
Great.
better follow.
I got the dark arc, so I'm just letting as many people go as they want, and I'll be like, hey.
I'll be at the back of the group.
Your AC is 8, isn't
Do
it?
you not follow him?
Oh, no, it's. Oh.
No?
Can we say I cast my mage?
No!
Can
So it is a-
cast Gust to push him through the gate as well? So like as soon as he shoves him, I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
sure.
So you need a
What the fuck?
Either way,
Just walk through.
I'm walking through.
No one preys
Yeah,
on
but
this
it's-
group's downfall like this group, bro.
Can you
For real.
give me a strength saving throw?
I'm a savage DM. We're screwed.
Up to 3.
I've seen
You
these.
fucking fall flat on your face and through that.
I've seen the group be attacked by you more than anything else in this campaign.
Also, what is your passive perception? It's 15.
And I know it came
I'll
from.
make a...
You both are doing it. You both are as bad as each other.
Okay.
I don't
So-
majorly attack people. I just like if
So, you see this coming, which is very good for you.
Sneak attack.
Which means not surprised. Which means they don't get advantage on the roll.
Sneak attack.
But they hit your AC with a 16.
Mine's 8.
Yeah, double
Only
hit.
double your AC.
Which means you are taking. That is a D4.
What, that is AC's 8.
Fucking wizards, man.
Yeah, what are you writing down?
Roll
Oh, no,
like
sorry, I forgot
6 piercing damage as an arrow is fired out
Jerry
from the
writes down every
shadows.
time he gets crossed.
And what's going on?
So you just shot?
You've taken 6 damage, right?
Hold on. I might be able to.
It's
I see where that shot came from.
Yeah.
Being behind him.
yeah, you can see.
Hey, Doc, do you see what
I'll
that
tell you this now. They rolled a
Yeah.
nat 1 himself.
Oh, see?
Does my passive perception pick them up?
Yeah.
Everyone's would.
Oh, hello. There's no need to shoot. We don't want to fight or anything.
Alright, let me just get this part of it.
Hey, Will, are you okay?
As soon as I see the guy who's... Is he like far away?
I can't.
Are you
Alright, so you've taken 6 piercing damage as an arrow flies out from the shadows, but you do see the person because they step on a rock and it crunches. So you're all driven towards where the sound's coming from. So you do see, basically, you don't see the person, but you see like movement in the foyer east edge.
I said, hello, there's no need to shoot. We're not here to fight or anything.
Well, you hear a female voice echoing out from the shadow saying, "You have travelled through the realm of Arcabica and made it out alive. We congratulate you, but if you wish to keep it that way, turn back now. There are 100 arrows pointed at the bottom."
That's an Usopp life for sure.
Yeah, can I
bro.
inside check that eye as
There are
well?
1,000 soldiers ready to shoot you in the bushes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check on
Are we all just going for this?
that. Balls
I'll
to
let
balls.
y'all. Oh wait, I got advantage on insight, may as well. What happened there? 1.
Oh.
Wait, did you say 1?
It's
Oh.
25.
I would have 2 on my
Oh.
advantage inside, but that's still an 8.
Can I try to gauge where the voice is from?
You can see.
Oh, I can see him.
They're
Sorry.
rolling that one themselves.
Oh fuck! Sorry, that's my bad. I wasn't. thinking.
So everyone, what's your roll on insight?
Oh, I'm letting others
25.
for it. No, I
I
didn't.
do have proficiency, so if there's only one roll going.
I wouldn't
6.
even try rolling.
Oh, fuck. Take
20.
this one.
Right.
Strata's unsure. He's just.
They rolled an 8.
13.
Oh, I made it beat, so actually, never mind. Strata does realize.
You can tell their temperature.
Well,
Oh.
am I able to gauge that this is probably the undead presence I detected?
That's a bit trickier.
You got 1.
Does it tell you where they are?
Let me have a look.
I think it does for us.
There's a
Alright.
radius, isn't there?
I'm pretty sure you can like see
Until the
them
end of your
through.
turn, you know the location of any.
Yeah.
Unless there's
So,
like a
that's
solid wall or something.
Okay,
Thick
well,
though.
that's a tangible threat. However, we're here to help, and not to advocate or speak on your behalf. There is someone of your similar circumstance. Is not being.
Is there an unburial amongst you?
Oh, there we go.
The real-lived, as I've come to learn. Keep going between Texan and Aussie.
Well, you are very strange travelers. Very few who make it through those forsaken lands without traveling from Hula or the northern warlands. Ever seem to be quite as prepared as you who aren't threats. Those who stumble out of Arcabica, we take in, but for those so armed and ready for battle as you, we cannot take so well. We have to be more wary.
I understand. I mean, we do have a good team comp, and you know, we can fuck shit up. So it's understandable.
Is it Palator that you are so prepared against?
How
History
do
to
you know him?
He is, I guess I would call him right asshole.
He's killed a lot of people that a lot of us
You are.
like.
He killed a lot of our people too.
Well, there's someone we can start to weasel an agreement
Something
with.
in common.
Enemy of an enemy.
You recognize the voice? Has a bit of a hazy memory, but it's so familiar. But it's like they've grown since you last met them, so their voice is a bit different. It sounds almost like your sister.
Yeah, right.
I didn't kill her.
She was
Great.
Well, you probably did. She's undead.
No.
Hang on a second.
It don't matter. She's alive.
Why can't I roll well?
Now you don't roll well.
You just got shot by your sister. LOL.
Can I see them?
They're still kind of in the shadows.
In the shadows.
That's better.
What?
What again?
I'm also on the side, just taking out the arrow and bandaging it, disinfecting it. Keep quiet, I'm just going to do this while you're talking.
Are you people who know Pelton and made it out alive?
Well, not all of
Well-
us did.
Wait, well, technically we all met him and got out alive. just
Also,
saying.
what is your business?
One of us
here?
did die first.
What's our business?
We're just following the dark arc, right?
Dark Ark led us here.
A guy called Tom is telling us to as well, so it's kind of unclear. Yes.
Why are we here?
I'm gonna
I
cast
don't
Mage
really
Armor
know.
on myself and walk towards where I hear her.
Oh, Harvey so wants to do that. As you start walking forward, she
The
says,
ball.
"Stop! We told you not to move. Don't move, or we will shoot you down until you tell us exactly who you are and why you have come to this place. Most people here coming here will only want to find the some supposed power hidden within, and
I'm gonna keep walking.
Look out, sorry, our friend Will here is very eager to get himself killed, it seems. Please don't.
So if I can, what power you speak of?
she ignores you from that. Having heard the name Will,
No.
Just gonna keep walking. Just straight to where I can hear them.
Will,
Lord?
is that you? She's gonna step out from the shadows. Firstly, what you see?
Just a corpse.
It's like a headless horseman type, it's just like body.
It is
Not-
a woman. She's kind of short. You know, shoulder height on Will. She has kind of short, light brown hair. She's dressed in like a black tunic, and she's wearing like black, like leather. And around her waist is like it's like a skirt of black leather, but it's like doesn't cover the front. It's just only around the back and the sides. She's holding in her arms a bow with an arrow strapped to it, and on the waist is a quiver. She looks like your sister, however, her skin is a slightly greyer tone. You remember?
Oh god. I'm gonna keep walking up and just like staring directly into her eyes.
She
Just going, Laura,
is going away.
Laura. Is this really you? Just still walking.
She like
Is she drawing the bow?
no.
No?
She's actually put her arrow away and she like on her bow she like flips a thing like a switch and it like folds up on itself and she sticks it in another holster on the other side of the belt and she begins walking towards you kind of and she recognizing you. She's like, no, it really, it's you. I never thought I'd see you again. And she starts to like pick up pace. She's getting closer to you.
Running as well.
It looks like this is going to be a great embrace.
And then
Oh,
she
you son of a-
fucking punches
She punches you in the face.
That was HP heavy then. He's dead.
That would kill.
No, you only
Yeah,
take. You take.
You knew it was
3.
coming too with your mage armor.
You take one. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as
Ooh.
she just punches you in the face and you fall to the ground.
Hit him again, and well, we might have to watch.
She just.
Sorry.
Do we know that's this?
She goes.
We don't, but
Yes.
also 1,000 archers.
What was that for?
100 archers.
Will, you son of a bitch!
What is going on?
I'm just happy to see you. What's wrong?
You worked for that monster. You were part of the same group as the man who killed our parents. You might not have been there, but you were still one of Phalos' thugs. Then that monster kidnapped me and forced me to fight for him against other women. Yet you still worked for that man. You make me sick.
Just,
You continued to work for fellows after he took your sister.
just, Will standing. Just, shh. Let's talk in private.
Get away! Don't
No.
you try that.
Well, you were working for him?
Alina, where are you standing?
I was just kind of like in the group where everyone else was.
Just give me a DC instead of stealth check.
I did everything for
Wait.
the right
Make a
reasons.
stealth check, just give me a DC.
Like working with the enemy.
12.
Purely for you.
She like is just staring, very upset into your face, and then her eyes drift past you to the You!
There's just.
You're the one who beat me senseless and left me for dead. Faloth was so disappointed in me for that fight. And he threw me from the village. He didn't even think I was worth being buried in the same soil that he worked on.
Look, can we talk in private, a bit more safe environment?
Safe.
Well, you said you've got arrows against us.
I'll only fire if I tell them to.
Or can we find a spot to just talk?
Why are you here?
I'm honestly just glad that you're alive. We
I wasn't.
You died?
So you are the umbrella.
I'm so confused.
I don't know, did you see her die?
Yes, that woman beat me to death in the fighting arena.
She had
Did she
as
kill you?
much choice in her circumstances you did yours.
I'm sorry, did she kill you?
Well, hold on. I think that's actually. Were you gonna kill her if you won?
We were fighting for her life.
Yeah, so let's not throw that much shade. She won.
But did she kill you?
Yes, I did.
And then I was thrown from the town because Faloth decided I wasn't worth being buried. I died in the mud outside. my parents.
Then was your current state a natural occurrence or was it something someone helped along?
This isn't something we need to talk about. I just want to know
I-
why you're here. What are you doing in these ruins? And who the fuck are these other people? Will,
these are the people I met in the town. They've been helping
I'm new.
I don't really. He's an interesting fellow.
I'm a fellow, and I'm interested.
I will ask you
I don't think I'm winning
one
anymore.
question. Are you here to cause us harm? Or do you come in peace?
We come in peace. We heard there's a great power.
Does that say for all of you?
I don't know what's going
Make a persuasion check, because he said that disadvantage.
Oh, you.
What? Because I said that?
Um,
Well, because I said I don't know what's going on. Oops.
nah,
My
just
bad.
flat roll. Go ahead. I'll get insight. Well,
I don't think there's any need for disadvantage.
Yeah.
This Striker gets overwhelmed easily. I'm starting.
8.
persuasion's an odd one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
maybe it should be a different round.
I'm gonna say because she beat your DC, she believes you.
Yeah,
Well,
she'd be able
Wait,
to
no.
tell that
It-
it's
it's-
true. It's just
true.
more whether it
Yeah.
convinces, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up to me, isn't it?
Insight doesn't really go on
So you
persuasion.
wanted
It's
to
more of
put
a
Yeah, alright.
yeah.
One to the left.
Yeah, vibes. I'll say as well, I do not mean to speak out of place, as you got some archers on us. Does that mean you got a civilization in this ruinous city?
That's a long story.
Well, we're not entirely sure why we're traveling. We're trying to go follow after this Paltor, but we had to come here first as Dark Ark directed us. But while we are here, do you have any injured after Paltor's visit?
No, he doesn't leave injured, he just kills them.
Or are there any injured amongst you?
No.
Okay.
Fine, I'm not going to kill you today.
If it brings you any assurance, Allah is very much dead.
Okay, you can stay here tonight and we can, well, today, we can discuss why you're here and what you mentioned you heard about power within this ruin, so we can discuss that. First, everyone, calm down. These people are okay. And you suddenly see all the shadows begin to move a bit as a bunch of figures begin to shift and kind of assume humanoid form. And you can tell, yeah, she was not
Yeah.
lying about the 100 arrows.
Oh shit! I thought she was bullshit.
I hoped that she
Is
And
there
One
like
of them,
light?
one of them walks out towards Laura. He's a large, orcish man. He's wearing the same outfit as her. He goes, "Do you know these guys? They're clean." Yeah, Brick. I know them. They're not clean, but they're not a threat. All right. And he's gonna turn around and just make a few hand signals, and the rest of the people with bows and arrows will just start dispersing, going back to their own businesses. And Laura turns back to you. He's Brick. B-R-I-Q-U-E. You fuck
Yeah.
up, and he'll make you suffer. So Laura then turns around and starts to walk away.
I want to grab her wrist. Not in like a threatening way, just. Come on.
What? She's like just trying. What are you doing?
Can I don't know if I phrase that well, but just like grab. Just, can we talk later?
Well, I'm taking you somewhere to talk. Just come with me. Idiot.
Do you want us
No,
to go
that's
somewhere
kind of rude.
separately? or
Everyone, come with me. We're gonna.
Airing out your dirty laundry in front of all of us. Good luck, my friend.
You. That's the same idiot. So, as you walk through, you start to see more of what remains of Pavement. You can tell that the buildings ranged from high rises to tiny little huts, little shops. Like you're walking down what seems like a main street, and the street seems to lead like straight through a city. Like it's almost like the city is like two halves with like a street down the middle. And yeah, that same type of architecture, like pure white stone with the metals and gold sprinkled throughout, is consistent, but it's oddly clean. Like the rubble has been cleared away, and they've just repurposed these ruined houses as like dwellings, and it seems to be a pretty nice settlement. As Laura has established, you're okay. The other people start to light fires and settle down and start discussing among themselves. They're relaxing. As you walk through, she leads you further and further into the city, and you realize you're getting closer and closer to the waterway, right? And you can actually see up ahead of you where the city meets the water, and it's not like at the end of the city; it's like in the middle of the city. So it's like the city cuts off, but the ground cuts off, and then water begins. But the ruins still continue and like dot around. But it seems like the people have only settled in the she leads you to a building, small building. It seems to be like the only building that wasn't completely destroyed. It's like still a complete structure. Looks more like a small shop than anything else. It's not a massive meeting place, but you will notice on the outside of the to the left of like the entrance, there is a mural of a woman with like dark skin. She's got like raven black hair, and it's a very beautiful, colourful like painting of this woman. And they seem to have put a lot of care into that painting. Where the hell? There we go. As you walk up to it, Laura, you can see you notice the mural, and she goes, that is Amari Amant. She was the person who established this settlement after the city was ruined. She is supposedly the only survivor of the sacking of Payne. But that was centuries ago. But hey, don't mind that. Ancient history is not important right now. Just kind of slide, I'll talk to you from there. She guides you into this building. Inside, it's basically like a round hut with just like a front entrance. There's like a rectangle, kind of like little huts from Star Wars. Now I'm thinking about it, kind of looks exactly like that. But inside, there's like chairs lining the walls all around, and the center is a giant stone table with a hole in the middle, and in that hole is like a fire pit in the ground. There's a hole in the ceiling for this one to go out, of course. Otherwise, just seeing a death trap. She basically she walks to the opposite side of the room, and she just gestures for you to sit down if you choose to or not.
Let's stand for now. But, sorry, no, not at all. Stand.
Is the fire going? Can we smoke in here, or is that uncouth?
I mean, I personally prefer to get until I'm here.
Okay.
Why? Our lungs do not work.
I just don't like so unfair.
Fair enough.
She has spoken.
We'll find a place.
Yes.
Alright, I can see that only like 2 of you are sitting down.
Geronimo would sit down.
I'll sit.
I sit on, I wheel my bike in and I lean it on it.
No.
That doesn't fit. Just you can see it's like you can't get it. The front wheel can get it, but the back.
Not in the 2 wheels.
Just see, it's not fitting through the door.
No offense, but I don't really trust y'all to leave this unattended.
Turn it sideways, maybe.
Don't just leave it outside.
It's If he does turn sideways, is that fair?
No!
She shot you, and you're a brother. No offense if I don't trust her.
In
She
defense,
does like a bit of family aggression.
I mean, in her defense, he did continue to work for the man who threw her into a fighting ring and forced her to fight to the death.
I ain't getting in the middle of family business. I don't know his reasons. I don't know what happened to her. I'm staying the hell out of that fucking
All I'm
thicket.
saying
If it
is,
makes you more
for some
comfortable.
reason, it is always the woman who is untrusted.
We can.
The woman. Sorry?
Just saying.
Don't leave it alone. Trust me.
I don't trust him as much as I don't trust her. The whole family is untrustworthy as far as I'm
I am
concerned.
right here.
Yeah, my friend, if it makes
Yeah.
you more comfortable, we can go step outside and I'll watch your bike with you.
Can I lean against the door where I can keep an eye on my bike but still listen to the conversation?
Yeah.
Strider will do that. He'll lean the bike up.
Window.
It's his baby. It's his child, man. He ain't giving a baby to a group of people who had his
Celix
arrows.
approaches you, he's like, don't worry about it.
You know, you,
First
the
time.
horns. I've seen machines like that written by people who wear the same jacket.
Did you see 2 orcs and an aarakocra anywhere?
Don't pay attention. They leave us alone. I'm sure you must be aware that this place isn't exactly a trade route.
I'm aware. It's look. Do you perhaps perchance maybe have found any of these lying around anywhere?
Not for a long time. It must be from Kurthill.
Yep, that'd be me. Right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. The way you looked at me then, I was like, oh fuck, I fucked it. Yeah.
Well, how you came across this slot is very. I can see your bike's been repaired recently, so I'm assuming you must have taken some damage while riding through the cut.
Well, old mate, what's his name? Hood and Cloth.
How tall?
Paul, yeah, he dealt with my crew and the bikes were. He had his way with them, but we've helped my friend here.
Well, I sympathise with your experience. Now, you seem to be very avoidant of this question, but I'm going to keep asking it. Why the fuck are you here?
I honestly don't really know.
Well,
I just kind of
I mean-
joined these guys.
We've answered.
My good friend, the doctor here, has kind of explained
Right.
it as it is. We wanted to use the dock-up to follow Big Boy, and we had to come here first to reprogram.
Is that this what I said?
can I see the dog? Just where it's pointing.
It's not mine to give, and I hand it over. I quickly hand it over to
Why do you
Muscles.
want to see
May I
it?
just see where it's pointing?
We got here, didn't we?
Do they
Yes.
just have to touch it for it to work?
Yeah, but do we give it to them? Put your hand in the thing and you.
Yeah, but if I hold it,
She can't see it.
oh,
No, she puts her hands.
There you go.
She'd be able to see the
Do you
line.
trust her?
Yeah, but I'm saying if she holds it, she can't see it.
Sister.
Like, we have to hand it.
She doesn't
I
trust
promise you won't take it.
You're guarding the
Do you
entrance.
trust her?
True. I trust it.
There you go. So I trust her.
She takes it and she places her hand inside it. Okay. You have a little problem there.
Can you give it back to her?
So, I'm sure
Being
you
secure.
must know, well, I don't know about all of you, but you at least seem to know that you can't recalibrate those until you've reached destination. And that thing seems to be pointing further into the city.
I'm sensing that there might be an issue with that.
No, it seems whoever calibrated that was seeking the hidden chamber in the depths of the water.
Do you know a person named Tom by any chance?
It's gonna be a luck roll. No, she would like Tom. I don't think we haven't got a Tom here. I don't think
Just
we have
double check.
Why would someone want to calibrate this to the center of the
Everyone who comes here wants to go down there. It's
What's down there?
we don't know. Look, the people who made the city they supposedly created or found, or it's hazy. This happened centuries ago, and like I said, the city was destroyed, so all the record was basically gone. And that seems to have been the design by who destroyed it.
Do you know who the Ivory Crows were?
No, I'm familiar with the
Ashen Hawks.
Ashen Hawks. That sounds similar, but not the Ivory Crows.
Bit of a splinter.
Well, the people who destroyed this, the people who made the city, they found or discovered or made some sort of power that supposedly could have some sort of influence over life or death itself. It's unclear. The translations are not easy. They use a language that we don't use anymore. So we send an expedition every week or so down to find the power, but no one ever returns. It's a bit of a only the bravest would go.
How many teams have you sent down?
Hundreds.
A lot of bodies for you, Doctor.
How many person per team?
It's usually only a handful.
100 per team.
It changes. We don't do it often, but we've been doing it for years, so it just adds up. But they did it way before I came here as well. But no, we send them down to try and find out what it is. We know that because we can make it to the first door. Once you pass through that, you don't return.
While she's talking, I'm going to pull out a quick notebook, do this little sketch in Doctor's handwriting, but it'll work. Can I possibly try and replicate the weird markings we saw in the basement of Alina's home?
Make a history check. See if you recall it.
Oh yeah.
And just with guidance because it's funny.
You use guidance more than Orion.
22.
I'm also then going to get you to make a.
Roll good and then we can't get it.
So you can recall it.
Use a knack.
Yeah.
Use a knack.
You know what? No, you've got it. You've got that doctor's penmanship, but it looks like what it's supposed to be.
This language this might be hard to ask. Was it have any resemblance to this sort of literary?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying that, but I mean, it's similar in nature. No, like, yes, so... Hey, if you guys want to go and find the power, you can be the next expedition all you want. But I can't really help you out much past that. And apparently you have to go. If you want to recalibrate your dark arc, you have to go down.
When was the last expedition you sent down?
We're actually about to send one in about an hour or so.
Don't. I'd say don't. We can do that.
You want to go down to the chamber?
Well, one, we need to.
Really, I have the choice.
Not really. And two, your people keep dying and you keep sending them down.
Do you guys just send random people who you think are... Do you know their names?
I have. I know the names of everyone here. Don't make me name them. No. I could see it.
I was just wondering whether or not she cares about her people. If they... That's all I'm
I
gauging.
know the names when they go. I know who they are. No names of everyone here.
In-depth list.
What's their rank? What is their position?
First name, family name, and appearance.
Okay, we're sending out expedition in about an hour. If you want to be that expedition, I won't stop you.
How do you get underwater?
Well, that's interesting, and you can really only experience it.
That's a bit
What does that mean?
Do they not come back because they drown?
There.
Now I've kind of lost my train of thought.
Oh, apologies.
No,
Yes.
y'all were all good. It's just me.
We don't know anything about the breathing mechanics from his water book.
Yeah, he's not going to share that.
You're right.
Okay.
Might not.
Get it.
Beck is going to ask. Sorry, it's Laura, right? I want to make sure I'm.
Yes.
Okay. You seem to be a little bit of a leadership sort around here. How long exactly have you held such a position, and how long have you been here for?
Held this position?
Yes.
Only about a year.
Okay.
But
It's
I've been
about a
here
year.
for 3 years.
And what exactly caused the reins, I suppose, of this whole operation to fall to you?
I'm not the only person in this city. I'm not like the leader.
Ah, right. Okay. That's my misunderstanding.
I'm just respected by people here and they listen to me.
Okay.
How,
Okay.
how long have you been here? 3 years since I lost you. When did you come here?
Well, 3 years ago, when I was killed, I woke up after I stumbled around Alcabaka for a while and I found the strangest. It was like a wall of fog, but there was like a hole in it, and I was able to go through the hole. And when I looked back, it was completely closed off. And they explained to me when I got here that sometimes when people with dark arcs have travelled through, they can leave a gap in the barrier, and if you're quick enough, you can get through after them. So I was just lucky in that sense. Otherwise, I would have just found myself back to wherever the hell, and I would have probably died again.
But how did you avoid death the first time?
I didn't. I died.
How are you here?
I was falling through nothingness. And then I was caught on a vast blanket, which then parted and I continued to fall, but then I was met with something unimaginable. It was like fire, but it was talking to me, to my soul, and it told me I had more to do. And it like reached out to me and
Sent you back.
yeah.
Huh.
So I woke up and I felt a great burning within me, but now it's a nice warmth and now I was alive.
Can I gauge whether she's perhaps similar in skill set to me?
I'm sure. Oh, it's a bit tough.
Oh, well, I'll roll. I won't share it. What's the go?
We haven't seen her do anything, so I'm gonna say me.
But based off that experience, would I be able to... Yeah, you're right.
You know she must have a connection with the veil or some kind. That's the old bit. I mean, she told you that. So.
Yeah.
Silix.
When you woke up, what did you see?
Oh, the rain, the mud. I was outside the walls of Karg, which I never thought was possible, and I just ran.
And no one else, nothing, just you.
Personally. I just ran. I found myself still here. Why are we talking about me? How did this happen? I know, okay. Look, I apologize. I apologize for shooting you. But we recently had another visitor, Paltor, who seemed to have re-met. And like I said, he killed a bunch of people here. Luckily, we managed to actually fight him off because we were tipped off. The lovely leader of the town of Kurthill sent us a message, and we were lucky enough to receive it before he got here.
Was that the town we were just at?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
alright.
Otherwise, he would have killed us all. And we're just very lucky, but so we're very vigilant. You'll be fine.
It seems you're repairing your bonds already.
So, is there any information we should know about before we track down there?
You'll be passing through the water into a hallway underneath the waves. From there you'll find a door, and that's all we know. The people who designed this place were masters of magics and advancements that we can't even comprehend. We've been lost to time.
So we
Got to mention. Along the city, you do see a bunch of those artificial blue lights that you saw in the chamber beneath Alina's house. So it's that same sort of technology. There we go. Yeah.
So, when it comes to, you've touched on this. You said it's worth experiencing, I suppose. But can you give us any insight as to how we're walking under the water? That just sounds a little
Dangerous?
Yeah. Yes.
You're
Thank
not
you.
walking, you'll be swimming. But
No,
some reason, the water on the way down to the chamber is breathable.
Well, that's where they get you. Theory. Let me hit you with it. Breathable. Water. You're going down. Hit through the door. No longer breathable. Breathe in. Drown. Dead.
That's entirely.
I guess you're going to find out.
I don't like your enthusiasm about our demise.
Somehow that is actually one of the more intelligent conclusions you have come to.
I'm pretty
Can you do water?
smart.
Cause like
Can I do water?
Yeah. 'cause you're full of flame.
I don't mean to brag. I don't. I'm not, because it's not like I myself am like on fire or anything. It's more that I'm internally flame fueled.
As long as you're breathing in.
There is
Like
that.
most people.
Yeah.
There is that feature about ice, like cold damage. That's
You don't take cold damage from water though, unless I go really deep.
Or unless it's cheap.
Just a general curiosity.
Bludgeoning.
If we are willing to go into this mysterious dungeon, is there any place that we could post up, perhaps rest before we do this very dangerous task, as you hyped it up?
You'll be heading off in about an hour, so you haven't got that much time ahead.
Is that a strict? Has to be at the hour, or
I say it is,
why?
because he's pissing me off.
You mean your men were going to go in an hour, but now that we're going, we can actually kind of go whenever
What do
we
you
want.
want to do before you head there?
Simply just,
I'm kind of ready to go. I don't know about you, Doc.
I mean-
What do you need?
The more rested we are, the better. But I'm sure he got shot by an arrow today. I just want to point that one out.
He also died yesterday, which I think he's doing better today than yesterday. So
He
Look,
is,
fine.
one
You
straight
can
test.
stay here you can stay in this room for a while, and get ready. You can
maybe we can take a
meditate,
short
you
rest.
can have a little fucking orgy. I don't know.
Here, I was-
That's weird. Your brother's in the group, and also, question: do you have any form of petrol lying about in this camp?
Yes, I'll go and collect. No, of course I don't.
How am I meant to know what you got and what you don't got? You said the civilization's advanced.
Was
Yeah. Fair. Fair.
How often do these expeditions go down?
that's it, every week or so, depending on when we get volunteers for it.
Okay.
Well, if they want to send their people down first,
No,
then we take the
we're not
next,
gonna do
the
that.
next trip.
Okay.
Sorry, I zoned out. Why can't we head down?
Well, we
You
can,
are.
and we probably are.
Yeah.
Just,
Bye.
They're heading off in an
Look,
hour.
okay, I'm gonna go.
Is anyone going with us?
We
No,
can take the expedition crew.
Now you're going down, I'm gonna go and tell them. They don't have to.
So why do we have to go down in an hour?
I am very
If no one's
sorry,
going
but,
with us, I'm so confused.
You can
You
rest up all you want. I'll come back in a while and see if you want to go down yet.
From my understanding, we have agreed to do you a slight favor in going down, checking out. And you say we can hang out in a very uncomfortable room for 1 hour, and then we are getting sent down with no help from the people we are trying to help protect. You are not very gracious host.
I'm not pretending to be. You know what? I'll go with you. How about that? I will guide you down into the chamber as best I can.
You've never
Make
been
sure.
there.
You know, I kind of want to anyway, because if anything kills him besides me, I'll kill him.
Cool.
That works for me.
Is there
Happy now?
Is there anyone else you can bring with us?
Why do we need people?
Who do you trust with your life more than anyone?
Because if we die,
I want
As
them
long
to
as they
stay
come back.
here, so in case I don't come back.
Exactly.
they
I
can
need
use
them to
us.
guard my bike.
Oh, shut up about your fucking
I'll
bike.
talk-
Oh, shut up!
I'll talk to the.
I like my bike. Don't you tell me how to feel about it.
You know the guy you saw before, Brick. I'll talk to him, and he'll. Look
But his
after
brick,
us.
will he look after it?
He'll look after us.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
I think bringing unnecessary people into the place where people don't come back from may be a bit reckless. You know, why not bring the able people with us and leave the people who keep dying when they're going down there?
I honestly don't mind.
It's up to the group. I'm just saying, you know, we're strong, they are not necessarily as strong.
Okay. We are plenty strong. Okay.
just not the people you sent down.
Just double checking. Were you coming with us to the
Your
door?
attitude. When as you're giving her so much attitude, she looks at you. She begins to shimmer with a green light that kind of folds and ripples over her body, and she just through the table up to you, so you're fucking face to face. It's like she fades straight through the table. Listen here. Every soul we've sent down there and lost was one of my people. They were strong as any warrior you could ever find, and I will not have you disrespect them. Not in front of me, not in this place. Whatever.
Okay, let's have some respect, beard. We've all lost some people.
Let them do it.
I'd be happy if you join us in the down there.
I'm going to go and tell the group who will not go down that they don't have to anymore. I'll come back in a bit and we'll see if we're ready to go. Okay? So walk out. Do you want to do anything?
I'm gonna go.
Smoke.
Your sister's cool.
I'm gonna go kiss my bike and say my goodbyes, patting it like it's a pet.
That is amazing.
I'll smoke outside.
I'll
Double
be
dose.
right back, sweetie. Okay, you just take good care of you.
After that, while everyone's distracted with their side hustles, John will approach Sellex and say, I do not fully understand how the specifics of my kind are created. But all I know is that I suffered at the hand of Valos, and I am Mate. She suffered at the hand of Valos, and she is what she is. Your wife may not be alive, but she perhaps could be undead. Hope is not lost to find her again.
Thank you for saying that. I thought I was alone thinking that could be the case. So thank you.
We'll find her. In some way or
I do apologize for how I spoke to her and how I've been speaking to you. But I hope you know that it wasn't coming from a place of hatred, just a protection. I know what you went through. It was hard.
had some distaste for your attitude at times, but I never judged you for it.
It seemed like you did.
I have a blunt manner of speaking. But that applies to everyone. It is just those who choose to take it more personally than others that feel the pain. And I knew once you knew it was not personal, you would understand.
It's hard to know when it's not personal when you don't get told it's not personal.
I am a woman of mystery.
Which I've come to know.
I am not your enemy. I am just not yet your friend.
Nor am I.
Alright.
But I guess this is a step forward.
Papa's gonna miss you so much. It'll be okay, sweetie. I know.
Alright. Alina, Will, you doing anything?
I hate to do this. No, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna say that's genuine. I was gonna make an inside check, but I'd rather. Felix is gonna make that's genuine.
Believe
Let's
the
just
lie you want.
You
let's
can-
believe it's real, even if
You can make an inside check if you like.
No.
No.
Will, what you doing?
Well, he's just kind of been taken back by the fact that she's still alive. In Will's words, holy shit. As soon as she leaves, he kind of like lets it all out and maybe throws up in his throat a little bit like. But, could I detect anything from her? Like, she had the pale skin.
What do you mean detect?
He wants to detect magic.
Ah.
I don't know. I know there's definitely something different about her. I can't think of the words to say.
Look, make an insight check and I'll see what we can do.
It's
Are you
hard,
kind of
man.
seeing how much of herself is
Kind of
what
like,
you
Well, you're not
need,
gonna do it.
Kind of.
Oh,
no, like kind of, not one.
So no.
the roll you roll outside the tray wasn't that one as well.
Good.
Was it?
Yeah.
That was a destined roll.
Does that count as 2 marks for
Is that
rolling?
that one?
That's
Not
it.
one.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
She's normal, bro.
I guess Will is just gonna just try and understand what the fuck's going on. He's gonna take a breather. This is a whole lot for him.
Alright. So you just taking a breather inside the hut?
Yeah.
Alright. Liam?
Will doesn't smoke.
Doesn't-
Well, there's not really anything for Alina to do until Laurie gets back. So she's probably just gonna like sharpen her axe in the meantime.
Nice. Well, Strata.
While I'm not using the bike, I'm gonna steal the wheel back quickly. In that hour we have to wait, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry to do this to you, sweetie. I know, but I know you'll be okay because you stood up before and you were great. It just, sorry."
And now no one can drive off with it.
That's my thought exactly.
As you take the wheel
They
off,
were thinking.
you hear a voice behind you. Aren't those things supposed to stay on? It's the duties level for the brick.
Brick. They are meant to stay on, but this thing looks far too fun for anyone to not at least try and take it on a joyride. I can read all of you even though I can't. Second, watch this. And my hammer just starts spinning at the end where the tire is. Then hit the throttle, turn it off.
If you touch the ground,
That's pretty
like,
cool. I'm going like that.
It's like a Segway. If I can jump on it. No.
Well,
Happy Wheels.
Laura told me you wanted someone to look after it. I will do that.
Thank you very much.
She seems to not be distrusting of you, but so
Well, if it means anything, I don't trust you, but I don't distrust you.
Just make sure she comes back. She's kind of important around here, and we like her.
I'll try and make sure that, people don't die down there, but also, no one's ever made it back, so don't expect too much.
We'll make it back.
I don't know. We all have made our peace with that. Still, best of luck, I suppose. I'll try to look after your thing.
I can feel it in my giblets, no one's dying today.
Right. It's good.
I didn't mention it.
You know, I think Laura's gone back to the hut. No, I think she was head down. Feel comfortable leaving
Take good care of her.
See you, Hawk.
Okay. Yeah, he just stares at it. I just realised I called it Hawk. That's the name of my clan. It's called Talon.
Alright. As the hour comes to a close, you two, three, finish smoking.
Busted in the act, bro.
Yeah,
Laura-
man ripped the
Laura
fat
walks
one.
walks up
If
and
you
she
want,
sees you
she sees
taking
it.
a massive hit from
We're
the
out.
pie.
We're outside.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually say that. That's so fucked up.
I thought you guys were smoking tobacco.
Make him tweak.
You seem to have mellowed out a bit. Are you okay now?
Oh, it's just for a bit of a last joy in case we do fucking die down there.
Oh, facts.
Alright, well, the other group, I've been told that they're going to go down. They seemed relieved.
Didn't they volunteer?
They volunteered. No one wants to. If you volunteer for something that's going to possibly kill you and you told you have to do it, you'd still be relieved. They're happy. Anyway, I was just gonna come over and ask if everyone is okay. Just head down now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
But I just wanted to say, or ask, maybe, you seem kind of positive that we won't fail. Like, you seem like a pretty important figurehead here. Or are you just coming with us to the door? Like, if something was to happen to you, is everyone prepared to, like...
Like I said, I'm not the leader here. There's other people.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I feel like that would still leave quite a void.
We've made do when important members go down for. They'll make do again if I don't come back.
Alright, I was just checking.
Point is, I'm not of any higher value than anyone else here. There's no reason why I shouldn't risk my life when everyone else is. And I'm only going because my idiot's kid brother is going down there as well.
younger?
Younger one.
You're younger? Oh, you've got such younger kid, like younger brother. Really. Yeah. Only an older sister would shoot
What's
their
the
younger
age
brother.
gap?
2 years or something,
One youngest. Two
So
older.
you're
I don't know. 6 years on.
you're his sister.
I think you got it twisted.
No, she's older. She.
I think it's the other way around.
Tavish read the backstory, so like, why don't you?
She's older now. I don't know.
What then?
When you die, you age a couple of years.
Your backstory wasn't long enough, so we filled in the gaps.
I don't know. Is she younger? But...
I did text you. Will's 45. She's 29.
Okay, she's
Since
younger.
the
But she still calls you the
disappearance.
kid. Anyway.
Quick question, Laura, was it?
Yeah.
Brother? So you're brother to him and victim to her.
Sister to him.
Sister to him, victim to her. Any bad blood, or are we chilling to like trust you not to try and do anything while we're down there?
Don't use the
I'm
word.
not going to attack her.
I think you're chilling. And Strata says that as if he's like done a secret favor.
Your intentions are
Right,
nice, but
are you
Welcome to
are
the
you
team.
fine? Should we go? As to why I'm so positive, would you prefer I was completely down the dumps and depressed and certain you wouldn't survive?
No.
Great.
You'd be a killer if you were.
Cannonball!
Let's go.
Don't get lost. Oh, okay.
Let's just go.
Wait, I'm not even near the water.
Did you do that or you just?
I think I did that on the ground. We're not near the water, are we? I just realised.
Busted kneecaps.
Forget about it. Forget that.
Never right again.
You
Practice
are
bus.
stupid on him.
He's a bookman.
He's a
They're
bookman.
smart.
Where do we go, Tavish?
Where do we go,
Laura leads you away from the main hut and she takes you over to where the street ends and the water begins. Basically in the center of the main street, right?
We see the water and Geronimo just goes, yes! And you just...
Oh no, you pull out a red cloth.
We've
She
been
leads-
filming
So
6
racist.
hours.
She leads you up. It's only 6 hours. Oh, totally, yeah.
Yes.
Why do you think he wears red?
She leads you up
He
to
looks down, he gets mad.
it's like it looks like the start of a set of stairs that lead down, right? And they go down until you can't see anything. Well, this is the entrance. Basically, just start walking. If you can't see clearly in like really pitch black darkness, maybe hold on to something. It gets really dark down there until we reach the hallway.
You
Not
can
if you're
see.
10 feet around me.
That's a good point. Same with her.
Same with that.
So really?
So
can you
really,
see,
it's kind of bright.
can you see 10 feet ahead, or can you see everything?
Like a 10
Anyone who is near me can see 10 feet.
Ah, okay.
I can see 60 feet.
Okay, well, I suppose we should just begin heading down.
You seem
I was
nervous.
going to say, you sound enthused.
No, it's fine. I'll lead you down. She starts to walk into the water, and like, as a feet break in, she starts walking down.
We all ditched her and just let her
Geronimo
walk in. And
will position herself so she's kind of like flanking the other side of the group, if that makes sense.
Alright.
So our 10 feet shed of light kind
It's
of
like a
lines
single
into
file line down, so you get the back. Ish. Going down.
no, I think we were actually going to build a sandcastle.
No,
Try and do
sir.
some body surf.
We go down.
We go.
How does this work?
You
Hold.
Go down.
You're just
and-
hold your
walking down.
breath.
They said you breathe this
We just
water.
accept the water.
As you're walking down, you see Laura begin to, and as her head goes under, she doesn't really react at all. She just and begins to. You can, as soon as you guys will break through, you can see her. She's like swimming down through the water, and as you all break through the, as your heads all go under the water, it's so strange because you can breathe.
Can we speak? Oh, hello.
You can try to speak, but no one can hear you.
It's the same like level of resistance.
It's the
I
same.
suppose.
It feels like normal water, but you can breathe.
Oh, okay.
And you can see. You can all see because of everything. You have to go down. It's a far way. And as you go down, it keeps getting darker and darker. But you can, some of you can see Will's holding his breath.
Doesn't believe.
You're just going further and further down. Yeah, and as you are continuing down, you actually see more of the ruins of the city. It seems almost as though whoever destroyed the city, it's like something like the foundation of the city was broken itself, and the part that was in the water crumbled, and so that part of the city just fell into the sea, and you can just see rubble and ruins as far as you can see. This city would have gone for ages. It's massive. It continues on the same sort of architecture and everything. But as you keep going down for, it feels like a while, you eventually see like another archway further down that leads into kind of like a tunnel, but it's covered in debris and rubble. But the archway itself seems untouched. The same as the archway at the entrance. Like there's not even any moss or dirt. It looks pristine. And Laura just swims straight down, and it's weird because what you see is she goes through and then just stands up properly, normally, and just waits for you. And as you all swim through, it's like you are as you go into the hallway, it's like you're breaking through a wall of water, and you step into the hallway. It's like gravity just orientates you straight to the ground. But the weirder thing is, you're completely dry.
What?
So I'm not wet.
So I don't have wet fur. That's actually massive.
No, that's Rowan, not Will. That's different.
And as you look back to the water, you just see it's basically like a complete flat surface of water. And like you put your finger in, it's just completely still flat. There's no ripples or anything. It's strange.
Is this water or is it a different substance?
Well, we've studied it. It's just water, but something. Like I said, the people who made the city, they were just beyond anything we can comprehend. I mean, we have no explanation for why the water is breathable. We're not exactly scientists here either, or half the magic is. They're mostly just martial weapons and everything.
Making use of what you found.
Yes. But anyway, welcome to just another place in this world that seems to defy all logic. This is not the secret chamber. This is just the path to the beginning of the first room of the chamber.
So,
it's a little more complicated than the legends make it out to be. Yes, and most people who break in here, they get here and they just realize it's not just a straight shot.
do we see corpses? Sorry, like, or anything?
No.
No?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Good time.
You're basically in a passageway, and it's lit by the same like blue artificial lights, and it's made of like the same pure white stone and everything. It's like metal lining. It's the same sort of architecture process. And you can all walk forwards down the hallway. It's not that long, but it takes like 5 minutes to get to the end. And at the end, what you see is a wooden door. It's just a normal door with a handle, round handle. There's not even a lock on it.
Is this the death door?
This is the furthest I've ever got. So past this point, no one has ever returned. This is the last chance to turn back. Anyone?
How, just sorry, because I cast Mage Armor, how long has it been since we entered the fog?
Not at the fog.
Yeah.
No, it's not 8 hours. It's still good. Anyway, anyone, what's going on?
Before we enter, since this is kind of the last known place of life, we may want to be a little bit on the sneakier side. So maybe it's best if we pass without a trace, and I'll just, for the sake of some stealth, cast pass without a trace.
Smack that
Great.
fool.
Alright.
So everyone gets a plus 10 for an hour.
Does anyone want to approach the door first?
Suicide Squad.
Fuck it all. Oh, Will, you go on, squishy boy.
Will.
You sure?
Last time you went first, you got shot. Let's do
I
it.
can send Diego in there first, because he can always come back to me if anything.
Just send Diego with me.
So we may as well all go in.
Alright, well.
I'm watching you all go in
You
first.
can go. Diego will be last.
I'm gonna hold a spare the dying.
Open the door. As you open
Diego's
the
with
door,
him.
all you see in front of you, pitch black. It's just it looks like a pitch black void.
What can you see in there?
Magical
Hey,
darkness or?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, can I see
Diego
them?
Yeah,
Can I-
muscles would be able to see.
Where's it gone? Then going to. Okay, I'll say because of your fun little necklace, you can see through that there's something outside. Looks like another room. You can't see the details because this darkness is just thick.
If I use a charge for my sunlight vision, daylight vision.
I'll give you this free so you don't waste it.
Just shouting, like, hello, and if it echoes.
Hello.
It's like the words you say get trapped in the darkness.
I can't really see much in the room, but just I can kind of see the other end.
You go in?
Another
Just
room.
Is
To
this
test if it's magical
dark vision
darkness or not, I'm just going
that
to
you're-
strike my
Devil's
tinderbox and put my hand in there and see if the flame kind of disappears into the darkness or not.
You put your hand in, pull it back out. As you go in, it's like your hand disappears, and you pull it back out. The flame's still there.
You can see I can see the flame.
No,
in
not
it.
what's in there, but when you pull it out, the flame's still there.
Fuck.
Firebolt just towards the end of the room. See if it lights anything as it travels.
And doesn't light anything in the darkness.
I'm gonna make Eyes of the Grave. Any undead?
No, besides the ones you know. So you're walking through, Will, with Diego.
Let's do it.
All right, so you walk through. Is everyone gonna follow him for, after a bit, or are you just gonna?
I'll be.
Let's see what happens to him first. I asked his sister
I
that.
was about to say I follow him in, but there's no way we're sending the two mages in.
I will.
Diego would be able to tell me what they see, so I'm fine
I'm
staying.
holding Diego tight.
I'm fine staying outside.
What is okay? Never mind. I'll do this. It's a direwolf, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can they say magical darkness?
Find out.
It's probably just a dog.
If Embers in the Dark doesn't let me see, then there ain't no way. Just some regular old
Old
direwolf.
direwolf will be
Does he
able
have the
to
same proficiency as you do or anything?
He
like
has
that?
his own.
Alright, cool. Okay, that's that. Cool. So, Will, as you go in, I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Everyone else, you see, will disappear.
I'm gonna
You
really
just-
quickly connect my mind to Will's.
Alright.
I'm just gonna really quickly double check because I think I can connect myself. But does Diego understand Common?
Yes, he does, but he can only
He can't speak
communicate.
back, but
Yeah.
like he could understand it.
Yeah.
Well, Diego's gonna walk in with Will. Since you're connected your mind to him, well, this is interesting. Will,
Yes.
I need you to make
Cold boy.
a wisdom save.
Oh my.
Alright.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh, not 20!
Hey.
Hell
You
Not
can
really.
talk as you walk in. You can talk to John all you want. Basically, as you walk through the darkness, it's sensory deprivation. You can't feel anything. You can't see. You can't hear. You can't smell. You can't even taste anything. You can't even feel the ground you're walking on. But like, it's there. You like have faith that it's there, and it's like this complete sensory deprivation. It's like clinging to your mind and trying to drive you insane. But you manage to persevere through, and you push through the darkness and emerge on the other side, and you see a room which has the same like architecture as everywhere else, but I'll describe it to you. Diego. He walks through and he's like, well, it's quite dark, I can't see anything. And you can't hear anything from him.
Diego speaks like how I think Will
Yeah.
speaks.
Get this guy some like.
So there's
for real.
nothing.
What can you sense? Can you sense like if he
If he disappears or like drops to 0, that's when I stop hearing you.
well You stop hearing him,
Oh.
but
That's because I killed him.
he stopped hearing him. I mean, it's difficult. He stopped
There are
hearing him.
other extenuating
We can feel when he's been like dispelled, right? You can feel
You
that.
can say-
No, all I sense is
I'll
when
just-
he drops to 0,
You don't sense that.
Okay.
so it's not at 0.
You can't hear him, but you don't
Um.
sense that he's dropped to 0. Is that what I'm gauging?
Yeah.
I'll go. Will, do you anything? Sorry, Will, anything?
And this is the point when we get to the room, yeah.
Yeah. You can respond, but I'll describe it in my head.
Okay. The fog, this darkness isn't harmful. It just is lucid the right word? Kind of like it's got a numbing effect. You don't really feel in your own body when you come through, but both me and Diego are fine.
Like
Wait,
if
Just
an-
do see Diego.
I do because I'm holding Diego.
You see Diego,
If
but
they're
he's non-responsive, but he's still standing up. Yes.
if he's within a mile, no matter what, I can hear him.
But
Yeah,
there
you're
can be
talking.
certain
Yeah, it's
So
like a,
magic's weird.
he's
It's
not
like
talking.
Like he might be paralyzed by whatever this.
It doesn't
doing.
say he can be.
Well, everything
Doesn't say
can
can't
be.
be.
You know.
Like,
This is also
does-
true.
It's a it's a creature.
So
again.
yeah.
Well, we're still walking up to this room.
Yeah.
He's still walking.
For example,
We're
like
fine.
so
No, Diego's not.
You're-
You're in the
Oh,
room now.
just-
Oh, we're in the room. Okay.
You are standing next to Diego. You are fine. Diego is kind of like eyes roll back. He's not responding.
Catatonic.
Like,
Oh,
you can.
Diego's not fine.
do you just
you just hear, no, I'm here. Diego's chilling, and then a beat. Oh wait, no.
You can try to. You want to try to like.
Would you like to maybe try and get the poor puppy out of there? Pull him out?
Alright, I know this is gonna backfire, but go back the same way we came. Or
Wait, don't.
Or am I completely?
Oh,
I wouldn't
yes.
know. I realized, and that's why I stopped.
Here's an
Fuck.
interesting thing.
I'm like.
As you turn around, you just see a wall.
I bet in this dark room, there's those fucking little runes that we saw. Question,
I'm in the
yo.
back rooms,
Okay.
aren't I?
Speaking of which,
Wait,
so sorry.
let me
Million miles an hour.
really quickly.
Let him
ADHD,
Um,
man.
So do you in your
Yeah,
mind go, oh shit, that
Yeah, we'll
Getting
turn
closer.
back.
Yeah.
And are there walls like all around me, or just in front?
I'll tell you. Okay, so it's the room you're in is a diamond shape. So you're currently like, if this is the part and that's the other part, you're like nestled in here.
Okay. We appear to be trapped.
There are
Walls
ahead
have
of
just
you.
started appearing around us.
Okay, now I kind
around
of
you
describe
or
it.
around with Diego?
Just around.
If I walk straight ahead, will I find Diego?
I mean, that's what we did, and we're in this situation.
Is he okay?
Rowan, I'll say this.
I share what
Diamonds?
exactly what's going on.
On the front two walls, one on each side, there are wooden doors.
If we,
But there's also a plinth in the middle of the room.
So you can go forward, but you can't go back to where you came.
Anyway, anyone else want to join?
well,
Diego.
is the dark arc still
Diego.
pointing through this place, or is it stopped now that
I
we've
have
reached
explained
it?
to you exactly.
Yes,
what
it
I
is.
explained.
Yes.
So can we use
Oh, you
if
told me.
if you hold on to my chain, would theoretically muscles be able to use the dark arc to help guide us through the room?
You can go through, John.
We're going
Ask him what
Sure, yeah.
happened to Diego.
I mean, like, well,
I-
if you just
he
follow the
already
dark
told
arc
me.
and guide me with this chain.
So we shouldn't split up. That's
I wouldn't go in.
My suggestion, based on what Will has told me, I think we walk double file in a straight line, in a line together to reach where Will is, and then if we are two across, we are more likely to bump into Diego and be able to guide him to safety as well.
That's how they were walking in.
Well,
Double file.
We have
And
to go
Will
to,
is
like,
safe.
help Diego at all if you. Or
Yeah.
you just.
Can I check? Like, is he
unconscious?
Make a medicine check.
One of the worst checks.
No, you
medicine.
got. I believe in
Medicine's
you.
wisdom.
Yeah, I realize. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Okay, as you're like, what'd you roll? What'd you roll?
7.
Okay, well as you're like, you don't know what's going on, but you can tell he's alive, but he's just not non-responsive. And as you like examine, you like cupping his face, you're looking at him, you're like, and as you're like checking him over, you see he's like, he seems to come back to consciousness, and you'll hear,
Diego.
what?
Diego.
What's going on?
What happened, Diego? Diego, what happened?
Trapped in a room.
I lost you for a second. What happened?
Just the darkness.
Oh my boy.
Oh my god.
I'm okay, I'm not hurt, I'm just darkness.
Are you with Will?
Yeah, he's right here. The tall, lanky human dude.
Did Will do something to you?
No, I just darkness.
Can you see us if you're looking back?
There's a wall, there's no door.
Thank you, Diego. Stay close to Will. He'll protect you, I promise.
Diego just
I'll
goes
see
up
you
to the
soon.
way.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Shall we join them?
We're going to.
So I lost Diego for a few seconds, minutes, seconds.
A minute.
Yeah, like a minute. He looked back to see where he came from, and there's a wall just like when we walked out that room.
Well, hopefully, because I can still see the.
You would actually be able to see them in that.
Also, I can see them.
Yeah, you can see. Yes, you can see shapes through the thick darkness.
Well, I think if they just stay where they are, because I don't know what problem they're having, I can see them directly.
They said they
They're
were
right
in
there.
some diamond room with.
Well, maybe it's an illusion. I don't know.
We're not going to get anywhere if we're just discussing. We're going to have to go in anyway.
So now you want to do
Take my lead.
Are we okay?
Now take the lead.
Yeah, I follow the dark arc. I've got Strata's chain.
I give my other chain to you to
I'll
hold
follow
on to.
behind
Still
Amy,
think
Alina.
walking in a line of two so we can bump into Diego.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, we're gonna.
Laura's
I
here.
can
I
see
don't
them.
think single file or double file is really gonna change much.
For
What
some,
I'm saying is once we are in there, we cannot see, hear, perceive shit. So make it as likely as possible that we perhaps pick up our dog
She
friend.
can see. She can see them.
yeah, she can see Diego and Will.
Well,
So we
yeah,
just follow
it
those.
might even be better than single file, anyways, just because otherwise it might just be a really long line.
Laura's gonna speak up. She's just like, oh, for fuck's sake! She grabs Beck and she just walks out.
Oh, okay.
I'll follow.
Make a wisdom save. Both of you make a
Let's
wisdom
see what
save.
happens.
Laura's gonna make a wisdom save.
Alina, I'm following you.
We're all
Wait, you
terrible.
can see them. I can't see them. If you can
Yeah.
see
14.
Do you want to hold
I
on
also
to this
have the
chain?
arc.
Alright.
I don't know what they do.
no, I don't only hold on. I
Alright.
wrap it around on my wrist.
All right, everyone, give me your wisdom save numbers.
5.
Okay.
Which is also, I assume, going to affect my concentration on Pass Without Trace.
That's gonna be interesting. So 19.
I guess we're entering now.
Well, we're entering, I guess, now.
Do we get
yeah.
your aura, me and...
Yeah, you do,
We're both
because
within
y'all
10
are
feet.
within 10 feet.
I mean, if we're all walking as
Wisdom
groups,
save
who's
or con save?
getting-
Well, the three of us stayed behind
Yeah,
because
we
Beck
did stay behind.
got dragged
Oh,
in
fair point.
by Laura.
And
Yeah, us three were still
So
behind.
you get his thing, you get his.
Yeah.
But you guys don't.
Also 8. No.
Question. Sorry, was it a con save or a wisdom save?
Oh,
Oh.
Alright, so Geronimo, 19.
Dirty 20.
So looks 20.
5.
5. Alina.
so dirty 2, but what I get your +3, so
Nice.
5.
5.
Nice.
14.
Nice. So you're walking through, you all experience this sense of deprivation. It's like it's just cleaning at your soul. You feel you're losing your fucking mind. Geronima and Silix, you walk through and you just out of the darkness and you look around. You see exactly what I've described. The rest of you,
He's got his chain wrapped around. He's got my chain that's wrapped around my forearm, also wrapped around his forearm, and then we're
great.
linked by chains.
that's great. You walk in. The rest of you,
Yeah, so did you let me
basically-
leave us, or did you
No,
stay?
I held.
you basically become catatonic.
Cool.
Which is much.
Those are fail. You basically, everyone else, you see these four standing in the room you're in, but they just have blank expressions, their eyes are rolled back, and they are just non-responsive. Who are you shaking? After a few moments of shaking him, he wakes up, he's back to where he was. However, you have suffered a point of exhaustion.
I would be shaking Elena as well.
Alright,
Like, I'd be
you
trying
can shake them all.
Is anyone else?
Oh, and also, Laura also failed, so.
Oh,
Oh, that's not me.
Yeah,
Will,
she's-
Will can do that one. What is it, Alina?
Laura.
Oh.
wait, that was a. What was the condition they were?
They were
Catatonic.
basically unconscious.
Intriguing.
So all
It's
of
a
us
fun
who
way to get
failed.
around the.
Point of exhaustion.
Oh no. Sorry, no.
You
I'm
did it.
stupid. I'm stupid.
So you're all in this room. The four of you plus Laura have suffered a point of exhaustion.
That's
and the rest of these are fine. And you can look around this room. You see what I described. It's a diamond-shaped room. The walls behind you, completely blank. No doors. In fact, on the walls there are the same artificial lights as there were before, but there's also fire lining the bottom corners of the room. It's creating a weird clash of colourful light in this room. And in the middle of the room, because there are doors on the front walls. In the middle of the room, there's a plinth with a plaque on it.
I'll go read the plot.
Yeah, I was gonna
Nice! You go up to the plaque, and it's strange. Well, you're a human, right?
Yes.
So your first language would be common.
Yes.
As you go up to the plaque, you just see in common a message. Anyone else who's looking at it? Oh no, Beck.
Yeah, I'll go have a squiz.
I'll
You're-
look at it. Fuck it.
First
Sure,
language,
if it's
you're
the
an
only
elf.
thing we see,
Who doesn't know Elvish, funny enough? I know Common and Infernal.
You see
Common
Infernal.
first. Oh, okay, hell yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
shit.
wait. What is it? What is the language?
It's one of your
Seems to be.
common languages.
Primary language.
Above common is actually abyssal.
Okay, you see Abyssal. Basically, this plaque, when you look at it, it's almost like
It's
it's
alphabetical.
reading you as well, and it appears in the language that you are most familiar with. Like
Minotaur would be my natural language.
Your common, okay, Minotaur. It's in Minotaur here, and the plaque reads: "Greetings to whomever desires the power kept within. We regret to tell you, we cannot just let you have it. What you seek is something far beyond your comprehension or ability to wield, or rather, that is what we aim to determine. Before you reach the artifact within, you will be faced with trials to challenge your fortitude, not just physically, but mentally and constitutionally. If you succeed, then you may be worthy of what lies before you, but even then, maybe not. However, before that, you must make a choice. A simple puzzle of words. What is more important? The power over life or the power over death? One door corresponds to each option. All of you must agree to the choice before you even try to open one of the doors. Good luck. And as you look up from the plaque, you see now the door on the left, the word death is written across it. in whatever language you most come with, and on the right says life. And
If you have the power over life,
Which
you've
will.
got the power over death. And if you have the power over death, you have the power over life. So what the fuck does that mean?
It depends on what the power is doing.
Am I? Sorry, I was
what?
Everyone's
here.
together.
Yeah,
Okay,
everyone's
so
together.
we're conscious.
Hey,
we're
by the
all-
way, good to see you.
Yeah, you basically all need to choose the same between life and death.
No one has power over death. We can have power over our own lives, but never after death.
But it's saying which is more important, the power of life or the power of death.
Well, death is the only thing that's guaranteed, whereas life is more of a
But if you have the power over death, does that mean you can stop death happening? If you have the power over death or the power over life, you technically got the same power, because aren't they the same side of the same coin or
That's the
whatever?
implications as you are raising the dead with the power of life. You could be controlling the living or controlling the dead.
Well, it doesn't say that. There's no way to figure out which
so
is
it's
true.
we're making assumptions.
So we got to flip a coin.
Everyone
Laura,
dies.
Laura speaks up. I think they are trying to determine our values. Like what we value more as people. The power over life itself or the power to take life.
Well, that's not what it fucking said. It should have said that.
This is all assumptions.
This is the first time I'm seeing this either. But basically it says we all have to choose the same thing before you even try to open the doors.
Well, one says life, which I appreciate. One says death, which scares me. Life?
But it's asking of the two which is more important to have control over, and I think it's like what Will and I were saying. Death is the only thing that is guaranteed, it is non-avoidable, it is all-powerful, whereas life...
Is also, if you experience life, that's inevitable.
But to experience life to begin with, you've already won a lottery. It could have been anyone. It's a miracle that any
But
of
if
us
you've
have
never
been to.
experienced life, then you
Okay.
don't exist, so you're not really... It's
Let us
life and
perhaps-
death are the same thing.
Let us perhaps look at it. I understand where you are coming from. I think it is asking the question of someone who is already alive. And
Does that mean you can't answer?
I am living. I am just on
I thought we had the whole discussion that you're not living, you're No, I'm sorry.
Let's not go into too
So,
complex.
if anything, perhaps my opinion on this subject is valuable. I was going to die, no matter what. My life before my death, I had no control over. And I made my life's work to make sure that the people around me had control over their lives and how they lived it. Death comes for us all. It comes for us disgustingly, painfully, and atrociously, no matter how hard we try to avoid it. And no one, no matter how powerful, can control that. Having control over your own life is the only way you can truly live.
I don't think it's either door. You've had that many groups come down and none have returned. You'd think out of a 50-50 choice, they'd get it one time. What if
Perhaps
the
they
choice
could come
isn't
to
either
an
door?
agreement.
Is there another door?
I don't see any bodies.
Like, what if they got
Two doors.
The secret door?
What if they got through this
You can look
door
if you want.
and then failed whatever came after? It
I-
might not.
Investigation.
I'm gonna throw a stick into the mechanics and say you can decide to an extent how you die. You can decide if you die
Did you
fighting.
choose how you die?
No, did you choose how you
Unfortunately,
died?
no.
I think the only thing you can
Fighting.
choose is how you live your life.
Your sister's an example. Not being able to
It's
choose.
a miracle.
Miracle.
Your death is the only thing you can choose. That just happens.
But if you could choose,
Beck, you have
that's
an
the
opinion?
question.
Well, it's sorry, I won't take up much of the spotlight, but Geronimo, you made a very good point regarding it's the only thing that we can't control, necessarily at least, is death. And while it is essential to us, I'm trying to think of the wording, but using my point, you've made a good point that would it not be more important to control the life you have while you have it?
How
I'm
about,
not
like,
going to be much help in
Yeah.
this
Such a
choice,
weird
I'll be
situation.
honest.
What if like one half of the group walks to one side of the
Not
room
the
and the
point,
other?
not the
We
point.
all need to.
No, but before we walk through, we just see what the split is, and then majority wins because
You know,
I'm,
but,
it's an
uh,
idea. It's something. Let's just
Yeah, let's do
see
that.
what happens. Like,
I would say
I'll stand
one might be
behind and you
trapped.
guys. Like, if.
I vote for life.
I vote for
I
life.
vote for life.
I'll take life.
I think either way they lead us somewhere different, and the trial will pertain to us knowledge.
That is the nature of life and death, yes.
Indeed. I vote life. Yes.
Yes, it's most logical.
So life as well. So there's just the two of you left.
What do you think?
Time and time again, I've been put in a position where I've had to fight for my life. And every time I've done that, not only for my own life, but with the concern of the life of my people and my family. So that's more important to me than if I was to sacrifice myself. I choose life.
Life it is.
Okay. What's up?
No, just before we walk through the life door, you said the room's a diamond, and we came in here. The two doors are here, and there's another thing there. This diamond,
Yeah.
doors here,
Yeah.
came in here, corner over there. Yeah,
There's a corner there.
and there's
yeah.
nothing there.
Nothing.
There was the pedestal.
Life and death, I'm about to be so smart. Life and death are two sides of the same coin. We came in through a fake wall, and they've got these two doors here. You can't have life without death, and you can't have death without life. What if we tried walking through that corner?
I did investigate the room. There's no secrets.
What he's
Can I
saying
just
is.
put my hand up to
he's
the
saying is,
corner
what if there isn't?
It's a wall.
Did you investigate the side we came from?
Maybe not that smart.
Yes, I investigated the room. There is a.
You're on
I-
21.
Hold on. Because originally, what I was going to say is, my concern is that a friend select here is choosing life because that is what everyone else chose. But yesterday, he chose death. My concern, as I stated before, is that it is not a matter of choosing the right door, but us coming to an agreement. And I don't think that picking whatever everyone else picks is an agreement.
Well, I mean, to counter that,
I think
it was a decision he still came to.
I know.
Using us
I'm,
as-
this is a soundboard, but onto what you have just said. I think, given the choice, all of us would pick something in between. Yes. If we unanimously decided to pick something in between, perhaps that is why Gunther did not notice a third option. But if we all unanimously come to the decision that we do not have to pick one or the other, perhaps there is a third option in between.
I really like the way you think, Geronimo.
I choose in between.
I choose in between.
There's no reason to disagree. It says to be unanimous, so I guess we'll try in between.
And if it doesn't work, then we go from there.
If it doesn't work, we choose life.
It seems that way.
And we agree to choose life if it doesn't work.
That's two agreements. They should be gas with
That
that.
is a double negative. I hope not.
Does everyone agree to try this in between option?
I think in between.
Works for me.
If it
Great.
fails, then we choose life.
Wonderful.
Well, we gotta hear everyone. What do you think? Be
I agree.
in between?
Very good.
So
I agree.
what happened? There's no door there. What was...
Let's
Maybe
all
we
walk
just-
there
Good
and
purpose.
Together.
together as a crew and see what happens.
Who's at the front?
Geronimo is gonna walk up and just offer her hand to you.
Bang!
And we're
the
gonna
idiots
walk
are going.
The most inspirational music playing.
Well, we all gotta go together.
And then I put it out my hand. I ran out of hands.
I believe if we just waited in the room, something might happen. Because we're not
Alright.
picking.
Get on the chain.
So you'll
See-
walk forwards.
To the
Oh my god!
Perhaps you can see now that we were never a threat to your people, huh?
You walk
We're just
forward.
gonna
I
run towards
died my hands!
Do we go in between?
We're gonna run into
You
a
walk in
wall.
between.
Um,
Who's like at the front?
Me, us two.
Us two.
Okay, you walk in between.
Yeah. Dang.
As a
Oh,
DM
you
though,
get it with the power
how
of friendship.
sick was that thought? How
Great thought.
Okay.
I saw it coming.
Did you? Because I did not.
No, I knew someone was going to be like, what if we just don't pick?
That doesn't
Well-
mean it's the wrong option. It just means maybe if we don't pick.
That would
I
probably
s-
be in the room a
No,
while.
well, hold on.
maybe.
The decision was if it doesn't work, we pick life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who's
The
going
important thing is
We tried.
we came to an agreement.
We did. Quicker than I
Question.
expected.
Yay us.
So who's gonna open the door? Right?
The doors are closed, right? Is there a way we can open the doors without grabbing the handles?
There's probably some voodoo shit.
That's why I
Is
assume if you touch the doors.
I might be able to do that. Thaumaturgy the door.
Oh yeah, it's not locked.
It's an unlocked door.
Which one are you doing it on?
Life.
You
As-
all agreed to life, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The door opens.
And what do we see?
You see, it's well, okay, well,
Are we going to
Red,
be like
red,
assume that
red
every room
doors.
is pitch black?
Well, that's a good thing, because you can see through. So if we open both,
okay.
we can see.
So you open the door, right? As the door swings open, the weirdest fucking thing happens. You all find yourselves in a new room.
Even if we haven't.
Walk through the door. It just kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
You just
That's
gonna.
what they wanted.
As- That's where I cast the right
So
spell.
you find you basically the door opens and you're like, what? It's a new room. It's very different. Same architecture, same sort of stuff, but this one is circular, and the ceiling is very tall. But the weirdest thing is there are two sets of stairs winding up the sides of the, going all the way up to the top. There is another clock, and we shall read it. You'll make a decision, and that will likely be it. So
Decisions quick.
you walk up to the plaque, I assume. It says, okay, on the plinth as well, I must mention, there is like an etching of Ouroboros in like this shape of like the sun, the sideways figure eight. And then on the top is the plaque, which reads, "Life and death is the exploration of an infinite possibility within a terrifyingly finite. Although where everyone starts and ends may be different, it all leads to the same place. The infinite exists as many dimensions. Split your group in half as evenly as you can and climb the stairs."
Fuck it. And I just step in front of one stairs and I'm like just waiting for other people to pick a staircase. There's
I
four
feel like
four
we
on each
should
staircase.
Mix Brain and Brawn and the both.
Laura grabs Will and pulls her over to the other side.
I was gonna.
I'll go
Anyway.
stand. What do you troll again?
Damn.
Where's Strada?
I appreciate that, but no offense, we might need some brains as well after.
I think it would be clever to split
insult.
the two of Silix and I to make sure there is healing amongst the team.
No, you come with us.
I don't know where you going.
For my sake. Who's gone where?
Yes.
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay,
So-
here we go, here we go, here we go.
Pick the place here.
This is one staircase. This is the other staircase. Place your mini on which staircase you going towards. Yeah, I'm on that.
Which one was Laura?
I'm here.
The one that he's not on.
And so Laura
Okay,
is
cool,
the
yeah.
beholderkin,
And win.
Is that-
Win?
is that Laura? If
Will
that's
is
Laura,
fine.
then.
and you went on this side.
I'm waiting to see where Silix goes.
I'm waiting to see where you go.
I'm waiting to see where it leads.
Ooh, we're indecisive.
We're missing one mini.
Yeah, I think. Oh no, I'm there.
There you are.
Um,
So we got siblings. I don't know what class they are, but wizard,
Rogue, I think.
wizard, rogue, sorcerer, rigger.
Sorry, I can't say.
You just split
Well,
groups,
you're
no.
pretty strong, aren't you? Oh wait, you're.
I dare say
Muscles,
I hate
you might
that
have
I know
to-
you're waiting to see where he goes, but it would be nice to have a healer on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just
Oh,
said.
yeah.
Maybe muscles.
That
Maybe
could be
we
as
should
well.
split up being the two brawniest. And
That's
maybe
fair.
you go with the other group.
I hate to split from Geronimo, but that's fair. I'll go with it.
Alright. So does that mean Silks is going with her? And then you two are going with us?
You know what they say, where there's a will, there's a way.
Wait, hold up.
You can go with the other.
Sirix, who are you going with? Us?
No,
I,
Alina.
Oh, you're going with Alina? And then
Laura grabs you by the like scruff and goes, I'm gonna throw you up the stairs for that.
I will break my mind connection with Will and connect to Alina. So that
We should also probably quickly summarise who is going which way for the...
Oh, I left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for the
Yeah.
camera.
Do it.
Okay,
For the
for the cameras,
Yeah.
on one side we have Serata, Geronima, I was almost going to call myself Willow, Gunter, and this is
Beck.
And then we have
Laura.
Laura, Will, Alina, and Silix on the other side.
Nice little visual template so we could.
I'm just writing all this down.
thank goodness.
You are going on the same side as him, so it's back. On the other side we have Silix, Alina.
I like these
It's
mini
even
groups.
split.
It's a good
Yeah.
split.
It's gonna be
It's
interesting.
almost like bringing Laura along was intentional.
Utility, caster, strength,
Don't ruin the
healer.
You're welcome.
Utility, caster, strength, healer.
Diego,
Perfect.
Well
We did
done,
it!
team.
I'll
That-
say-
good
I'll say
split.
Diego's with you as well. Anyway.
They got one more.
Can we get half?
Can we get half of your dog?
Master, why?
Okay, so you're saying
That's why you sound so anxious all the time.
Shall you begin walking up?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Goodbye,
We'll
don't die.
take the first step up these stairs. The leaders, the second, third,
After
fourth,
you, my friend.
fifth. You're all walking up the stairs. You just keep walking.
Fucking, there was an infinity sign.
Just walking.
Doesn't stop, does
Highest class perception.
Dude,
You are growing very suspicious of this.
I'm going very suspicious.
You.
Anything at the
So you look back behind you. The floor has disappeared. And it just looks like stairs forever. You look up there. The ceiling's disappeared. It just looks like stairs forever and ever.
Okay.
Damn
You
it.
seem to be in an infinite staircase. How you deal with this? We'll have to find out next time.
Hey.
So,
Damn it!
Thank you very much for joining us in this first part of In the Ruins of Dark Water. I can't wait for the next part because this puzzle has me very excited to see how quickly you can solve it.
I'm just gonna be so upset for the next.
I've been
However.
looking forward to constructing some puzzles. This is great.
I wonder what would have happened if we had just gone up the same staircase.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope everyone had a great fun time. Bye.